Currently,
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The popularity of community gardens continues to grow, and now the Lincoln County Health Department will join in on that by opening their own community garden. The Lincoln County Interior Journal is reporting the Lincoln County Health Department will open a community garden this spring to help citizens gain access to fresh fruits and vegetables. The garden will be located in the front area of the office and will be open for the community to come take what they need. The exact date of the garden's opening hasn't yet been determined. A man on EKU's campus has been charged with rape. Police say the incident happened in January in the parking lot of the Business and Technology Center. The victim told police she met the suspect, Adrian Watkins, on Snapchat and that he picked her up and took her to the parking lot. She said she became unconscious and that was when she was raped. Watkins has been charged with first-degree rape. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis. The Hometown Radio Network Sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school basketball, the girls' Sweet 16. It's Thursday night at 8:30 as Danville Christian Academy takes on Cooper High School out of Northern Kentucky. It is, again, an 8:30 tip-off, and we'll have it on Z105. UK basketball takes on the SEC tournament. They play Friday night. It is a 7 o'clock tip-off. That's a 5:30 pregame. We'll have it on Z105 WRNZ-FM.
Darling, I bought you a new vacuum cleaner from the WHBN swap shop. You know, you plug them in and they pick up dust and dirt.
Good, because I bought you a chainsaw from the swap shop. It cuts the dead trees out back.
Well, I bought you a new iron from the swap shop. Don't touch the hot side.
Hey, here's the new power drill from the swap shop. Honey, you heard the part that doesn't spin.
Well, here's the new washer from the swap shop. Be careful you don't fall in and get wet.
Advertise for free on WHBN Swap Shop at 734-4321. Monday through Friday, 9:30 and 3 o'clock here on the Rooster, 1420 WHBN.
You have a loved one needing to find help, hope, and healing today. The first step to a happier, healthier life is to call the Isaiah House Real Hope for Addiction. Isaiah House provides care for men and women, locations throughout Kentucky, resetting one's life through healing, opportunity, education, and employment support for lifelong success. When you feel once to the point of rock bottom and needs help, hope, and healing, call the Isaiah House anytime, 24 hours a day.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here, Mulch to Go now has Rock to Go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips, too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday.
Call 859-715-7575.
They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
This WHBN weather forecast is a service of Northgate Medical Group. Dr. Richard Dart, APRN's Mackenzie Record, and Virginia Morris are accepting new patients at 859-734-3482.
Okay. I was out getting birthday. Sorry about that. Now, let's go ahead and tell you that we got a slight chance of showers between 8 and 2 today. Sunny, high of 70. Tonight, chance of showers after 8. Mostly clear, low of 51. Chance of showers tomorrow. Mainly after 2, mostly sunny, high of 74. Wind gust to 21. Hang on to your hat and your hair if you got it. Thursday night, got a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 2 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 58. Wind gust to 25. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. For Friday, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 68. Wind gust to 24. New rainfall amounts between 1/2 and 3/4 inch possible. Partly sunny on Saturday, high of 62. Got a chance of showers on Sunday. Partly sunny, high of 59. Monday got a chance of showers, mostly sunny, high of 49. Mostly sunny Tuesday, high of 47. Right now, under clear skies, we have 44 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:09 Good Wednesday hump day to you. This is the 13th day of March. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Wednesday morning on WHBN AM and FM, hometownlive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations in Harrodsburg, Mercer County, and Bergen, and song requests can be done. 859-734-4321, 734-4321. Hang on just a second. Okay. I don't cough in your ear, okay? I'll turn my mic off. Trying to teach other people. Turn the mic off when you cough. Hey, turn your mic off when you cough. That rhymes. All right. So that leads me to tell you that it's time for the DQ today is answers. For the DQ today is quiz. All right. I'm giving you the 4 things today is. All you have to do is remember one of the 4. Be the first in if you've not won this month after the 7:30 weather forecast, okay? Be the first in. You'll pick up a tasty treat from DQ where a happy tastes good. Now, let's find out what today is. National Open an Umbrella Indoors Day. Now, that was bad luck. Open an umbrella indoors. I don't think I would do it. National Canine Veterans Day. National Jewel Day. National Good Samaritan Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Now, here's your life hack. When grocery shopping, the cheapest items will be on the top and bottom shelves, not at eye level. Oh, slick little move there, huh? And your positive thought, great deeds are usually wrought of great risks, all right? So we appreciate you risking your morning to spend it with us right here on WHBN AM and FM. Now, that leads me to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the Bob Allen Motor Mall and the Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Jesse McGuire, as he honors America, and we salute our troops around the world with the playing of our national anthem.
The Bob Allen Motor Mall and the Hometown Radio Network proudly honored America with the playing of our national anthem, Dr. Jesse McGuire style. All right, thank you. Good job there, Jesse. And it's leads me to tell you that we will tell you to sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air. Oh, you know what? We got to do birthdays. We've not done birthdays yet. So let's go ahead and do that before we get too much further along. Wilbur Dunn, Blake Hobson, Rob Wells, Jaleel Warren, David Baskett, Chris Snyder, and Mike Ross.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from Martina McBride. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Martina. Stopping by to sing happy birthday to Mike, Chris, David, Jaleel, Rob, Blake, and Wilbur. We're giving away another DQ ice cream cake, kids, on Friday before 10 o'clock for those having a birthday or anniversary between the 9th and 15th. We have Cannon Buchanan. That's a tongue twister. Cannon Buchanan, Melissa Collier, and Alma Garcieta. All registered for the DQ ice cream cake, all right? So, now, kids, you can sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air on this Wednesday, March 13th.
We're going to go for it today.
Who's going to do my banking? Who's going to write my blogs? Who's going to do the cooking on Taco Wednesdays?
Hump Day.
Wednesday. Hump Day, Trash Day.
All right.
Wednesday.
This is Back to Work Wednesday.
Wednesday.
On Wednesdays only.
Woo! Wednesday.
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 Hump Day.
Wednesday. 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 Wednesday.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Oh, yeah, Louis Armstrong, oh, Satchmo, what a wonderful world. It is a wonderful world with you in it as well. It is 6:18. You are getting it on WHBN, AM, and FM. And what else are you getting? Well, I'm glad you asked. We got Joe's Look at Sports coming up. NBC Entertainment News. We will have news from our local businesses. Again, we kindly ask that you get behind all our mom and pops and support them year-round to help them to survive and hopefully thrive. Bottom of the hour, we'll have news from K&N. We will then have your weather report, have some laughs together, and then we'll kick it with Kenneth Riley. The after 7 o'clock news, we will have Steve Bertram's Sports Report, Rooster Local Talent Showcase, about 7:20. 7:35, DQ Today is Quiz. 7:45, the good news from Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance. 8 o'clock hour, we'll have Kathy Aiken with the Mercer County Healthy Department. 8:40, Rockin' Robin from the Mercer Library. 8:45, Random Facts from David Hopewell. Kim King will not be able to join us. She's in meetings today. Then after the 9 o'clock news, we'll have author Rick Lee in. He's got a new book, and he's got a book signing, I think, at Mercer County Library coming up. And then after the 9:30 news, we'll be joined by our Lieutenant Governor, Jacqueline Coleman. So all of that and a whole lot more stuff just for you for listening to WHBN, AM, and FM. Joe, you got any NFL news for us?
NFL free agency goes crazy on day number 2. The Texans sign a big-time player, And Iowa women's basketball sets a tournament viewership record. Those are the headlines on this Wednesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Wednesday morning sports. Starting off in the NFL, where free agency day number 2 ended yesterday with some pretty big-time deals. First of all, during the heyday of the Patriots dynasty, quarterback Tom Brady routinely played under his market value so the front office could bolster the rest of the roster. The Chiefs are doing the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. They're restructuring his contract to create $21.6 million in cap space for Kansas City in the offseason. Meanwhile, wide receiver Deontay Johnson, the Steelers, his time there is done. It's come to an end after 5 years. The Steelers have agreed to trade Johnson to the Panthers. Pittsburgh is sending Johnson and a 7th-round pick to Carolina. The Steelers are getting cornerback Dante Jackson and a 6th-round pick. Johnson's entering his final year of contract eligibility that he signed in 2022. Meanwhile, the Houston Texans lost edge rusher Jonathan Greenard to the Vikings on Monday. On Tuesday, the Texans answered back by grabbing the Vikings' marquee free agent to replenish their pass rushing. Danielle Hunter agreed to a 2-year, $49 million contract with the Texans on Tuesday. Hunter, who's 29, lands one of the biggest paydays in free agency after he tallied a career-high 16.5 sacks. The 4-time Pro Bowl selection, his deal includes $48 million guaranteed. In women's basketball, fans just can't get enough of Caitlin Clark. Iowa's Big Ten championship win over Nebraska on Sunday was the most watched conference tournament game on any network in women's college basketball history. The network said that the game, where the Hawkeyes won 94-89 for their 3rd straight Big Ten title behind 34 points and 12 assists from Clark, had an average of 3.021 million viewers. The audience peaked when the game went into overtime, and about 4.5 million people tuned in. And in the NBA, former NBA legend John Stockton has ramped up his rebellion against COVID-19 restrictions by suing the state of Washington, who cracked down on COVID misinformation from doctors. A lawsuit that claims the doctors' free speech rights were violated because they spoke, quote, against the mainstream COVID narrative. He and other plaintiffs filed a lawsuit in federal court recently, with presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. listed as one of the attorneys. The complaint names the state attorney general as the defendant, along with the executive director of the Washington Medical Commission, which regulates doctors in the state. Stockton, who's 61, is suing on his own behalf and advocates, quote, for all Washingtonians who share his belief that people have the First Amendment right to hear the public soapbox speech of Washington licensed physicians who disagree with mainstream COVID narrative, according to his lawsuit. Those are the headlines this Wednesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Singer-songwriter and guitarist Eric Carmen has died at the age of 74. His wife Amy breaking the news on the singer's website, saying he passed away in his sleep over the weekend. Carmen rose to fame with the Raspberries following their hits Go All the Way, and then had a successful solo career, including the singles All By Myself, Hungry Eyes, and Make Me Lose Control. Jimmy Kimmel says he was asked not to read former President Trump's post criticizing him during Sunday's Academy Awards ceremony. In an interview with Kelly and Mark following the show, he said he was told he had a little bit of time and that he's going to read the Trump tweet, and then he was told, no, don't read that. In Trump's post, he blasted Kimmel's performance as host, calling the Oscars disjointed, boring, and unfair. After reading the post to the audience, Kimmel addressed Trump by saying, "Thank you for watching. I'm surprised you're still... Isn't it past your jail time?"
Jolene, Jolene, Jolene.
Dolly Parton thinks a cover of one of her most famous songs could be on Beyoncé's country album, telling Knox News she believes that Beyoncé has already recorded a version of Jolene for Act 2. Parton's very excited about it and says she loves Beyoncé and that she's always been touched Beyoncé and her mother are fans of hers. Beyoncé has not yet revealed the track list for her album, which is set to drop March 29th. That's entertainment. Steve Greenfield, NBC News Radio.
Your adventure awaits at the Kentucky Horse Park. Experience live horse presentations, meet retired racing legends, and get up close to unique breeds from around the world. Dive into equine history at the park's International Museum of the Horse. And for a truly immersive experience, get in the saddle for a scenic horseback ride. With activities for every age, the Kentucky Horse Park promises an unforgettable journey for all. Plan your trip by visiting kyhorsepark.com. That's kyhorsepark.com.
Hi, this is Caraway and Adeline at Mattresses and More next door to Ace Hardware in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, come check out our tax refund sale. New merchandise arriving weekly and we sell off the floor. Get up to 35% off. We offer a layaway and 12 months same as cash with approved credit. Come see Aunt Nana. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks, girls. You're right. It is tax rebate time. Where are you going to spend yours? How about Mattresses and More? More than a mattress store. Located in Danville, Southland Plaza.
Throughout its history, Hitachi Ostimo Americas has been synonymous with safety, quality, and continuous improvement. Adhering to these values has enabled us to succeed as an innovative supplier of world-class products to the global automotive market. With over 1,000 at our Harrodsburg facility, we strive each day to exceed the expectations of our customers. About our opportunities at careers.hitachi.com. Hitachi Ostimo Americas is an equal opportunity.
A steak. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg. That's looking for a great shake, burger, and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg and Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great. Add Steak and Shake. In Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
The Hometown Radio Network Sports Broadcast Schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school basketball, the girls' Sweet 16. It's Thursday night at 8:30 as Danville Christian Academy takes on Cooper High School out of Northern Kentucky. It is, again, an 8:30 tip-off, and we'll have it Z105. UK basketball takes on the SEC tournament. They play Friday night. It is a 7 o'clock tip-off. That's a 5:30 pregame. We'll have it on Z105 WRNZ-FM.
Hi, this is Lisa Ledford
and Vita Carey.
When we party, we listen to that Party Animal Radio Rick on
WHBN.
I can almost hear the stillness as it yields to the sound of your heart beating. Bum, bum, bum. And I can almost hear the echo of the thoughts that I know you must be thinking. Bum, bum, bum. And I can feel your body tremble as you wonder what this moment holds in store. Bum, bum, bum. And as I put my arms around you, I can tell you've never been this far before. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know what I'm saying as my trembling fingers touch forbidden places. Bum, bum, bum. I only know I've waited for so long for the chance that we are taking. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know and I don't care what made you tell him you don't love him anymore. Bum, bum, bum. And as I taste your tender kisses, I can tell you've never been this far before. Bum, bum, bum. And as I take the love you're giving, I can feel tension building in your mind. And you're wondering if tomorrow I'll tonight will only make me love you more. And I hope that you'll believe me, 'cause I know you've never been this far before.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Conway Twitty, you've never been this far before. 6:30, time for news.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International Airport is being recognized as one of the top mid-sized airports. The ranking from the Airports Council International is based on a survey of over 600,000 travelers using criteria that includes ease of check-in, cleanliness, and how easy it is for a passenger to find their way around. CVG is ranked among airports that see between 5 and 15 million passengers. The airport is being awarded for being in the top 20% for overall satisfaction. Congressman Morgan McGarvey is honoring the first responders who rescued a truck driver from a bridge crash in Louisville.
No firefighter acts alone. They train as a team, they work as a team, and it took all of Rescue Company 2 working together to save this semi-driver. But ultimately, it was firefighter Bryce Carden, who was the fearless first responder lowered off the bridge from the back of a fire truck to perform the daring rescue that brought the truck's driver back to safety.
In a speech on the House floor, McGarvey thanked them for their bravery and dedicated service. He singled out Bryce Carden, the Louisville firefighter who was lowered off the bridge to rescue the driver. Another measure aimed at regulating artificial intelligence across Kentucky is moving ahead.
There being 36 yeas, 2 nays, Senate Bill 317 as amended is passed.
Senator Whitney Westerfield's Senate Bill 317 aims to protect the names, voices, and likenesses of artists.
This creates a civil cause of action for people who use an AI-generated or an AI platform of any particular variety to create a digital depiction of someone's voice, likeness, performance, or image in some way for commercial gain.
Last week, Kentuckian and country music artist Eddie Montgomery joined Westerfield to speak in support of the legislation. The full Senate passed the measure 36-2 and sent SB 317 to the House. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg, 540 North College Street next to Timmy's 5 Point. Shop and save with Howard Carpenter.
We have got a slight chance of showers between 8 and 2 today, sunny, high of 70. Chance of showers after 8 tonight, mostly clear, low of 51. Chance of showers tomorrow, mainly after 2. Mostly sunny with a high of 74. Wind gust to 21. Thursday night, got a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 2 a.m., mostly cloudy. Low of 58. Wind gust to 25. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 an inch possible. Then on Friday, showers and a possible thunderstorm, a high of 68. Wind gust to 24. New rainfall amounts between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch possible. Right now, under clear skies, we have 43 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:33. Good Wednesday hump day to you. This is the 13th day of March. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you on WHBN AM and FM, HometownLive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. You ready to laugh? We got some laughs queued up. First one is called Airplane Toolkit.
It happens time and time again. You're working on an airplane and...
I don't have the right tools to make these repairs.
Well, not anymore. Introducing the Airplane Toolkit. It comes with everything you need to fix an aircraft, like hotel room key cards, dish soap,
Wait, what?
a pair of underwear, a volleyball, a bottle of red wine.
How am I supposed to fix a plane with...
A desk lamp, a Pokemon card, and a lock of my hair. Just listen to this satisfied Airplane Toolkit user.
I'm not satisfied. I couldn't fix the plane, and it took off anyway. I'm pretty worried, actually.
So what are you waiting for? Fix an airplane the creative way with the Airplane Toolkit. Order now.
Baby's first fish.
Hey kids, ready for hours of fun? Then get ready for Baby's First Fish. It's the fish that jumps onto your lap and flops around.
My baby just loves Baby's First Fish. It's so exciting whenever the fish jumps onto him. Right, sweetie? That sound means he's happy, and the fish may smell terrible, but at least it covers up the smell of my baby's diaper.
Yes, Baby's First Fish is perfect for any kid.
All right, sweetie, here comes the fish. Oh, that fish keeps slapping him in the face. And I know he's crying, but one day he's going to look back at these moments and smile. Every kid remembers their first fish.
It's baby's first fish.
If my baby was old enough to talk, he'd tell you that nothing's more fun than being slapped with a fish.
In stores now.
Diners, drive-ins, and dishwashers.
Coming to the Food Network, Guy Fieri hosts the show that gives new meaning to the phrase eating clean. It's diners, drive-ins, and dishwashers.
Here I am at Gloria's Diner where she's serving up a salmon fillet. Gloria, what's your secret?
Well, I fillet the salmon, then I put it in the dishwasher, and that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's have a taste. Oh, wow. Tastes pretty soapy. And is this even cooked?
You'll love as Guy Fieri eats food that was prepared in the dishwasher.
Okay, what's this, Gloria?
I call this chicken a la dishwasher.
Well, I already know what this is going to taste like, because I'll assume you call it that because you put it in the dishwasher. But let's have a taste anyway. Oh, wow, I really have no idea why I'm torturing myself this way. So soapy, so unpleasant.
It's all coming up on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dishwashers, only on the Food Network.
Organized retail theft.
I'm a busy mom who's always on the go, so I don't have time for a 9-to-5 job.
Have you considered masterminding an organized retail theft ring?
I've heard about that. How's it work?
It's easy. You find a store that has stuff you like. You go into the store with 10 of your closest friends. You find the stuff you want but don't want to pay for, and you just take it.
Well, shouldn't I pay for it?
Oh, you should, but you won't because you're masterminding an organized retail theft ring. Just listen to this masterminding an organized retail theft ring success story.
My kid was about to start college, so I needed some extra cash. So me and my buddies got together and masterminded an organized retail theft ring. We stole thousands of dollars worth of batteries from CVS and we resold them outside of the bus station. Just don't tell anybody because this is a pretty sweet gig we've got going. Wait, I guess I shouldn't have told you. Ignore everything I just said.
So what are you waiting for? Make money fast by masterminding an organized retail theft ring. Try it today.
Airbnb Peep?
Airbnb is banning all indoor security cameras. Well, don't let their prudish new rule keep you from spying on your tenants. You need Airbnb.
Airbnb? How's it work?
We come to the Airbnb you're renting out, and we move stuff outside where you can have cameras. We move the shower out to the driveway so you can watch people taking showers. We move the bathtub out into the street so you can see people taking baths and whatnot. And we move the bed out into the backyard so you can watch people, you know.
But isn't that against the rules?
It's called a loophole. Ever heard of it? Look, if Airbnb wants to be a bunch of whiny babies and keep you from spying on naked people, you need to fight back.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Renting out my Airbnb to people and spying on them is my God-given right.
You can say that again. So what are you waiting for? Don't let Airbnb keep you from creeping on people. Use Airbnb and let us move all the stuff outside. Call now.
And finally this.
This radio station is a totally green workplace. And not just for St. Patrick's Day. Look in the corners, under the chairs, the engineer's feet. There's fuzzy green stuff growing everywhere.
Okay, thanks a lot, I think. All right, it's 9. Let's see, let's make it 6:38. All right, 6:38. Time for us now to kick it with Kenneth Riley. And we are going to kick it with a song called Big Bad Don. Big Bad Don, the ballad of Donald Trump.
Big Don.
Kicking it with Kevin.
Big Don. Every morning at the office you can see him arrive. He stands 6'2" and weighs 195. Now some don't like him, some think he's hip, but all agree he gives a lot of lip. Big Don. Big Don. Big Don. Big Bad Don. The Donald. Big Don. Now, it's no secret where the money came from. He appeared on the scene with a mighty sum. He doesn't smoke, never had a drink, but about that hair, his barber stinks. Big Don. Now, the road to the White House is muddy and rough. If you want to win, you gotta talk tough. Lay your cards on the table. Think with your gut. Make America great. Who cares if you're a nut? Big Don. Big Don. Big Don. Big Bad Don. Big Don. Then came the day of the big debate. He was number one. Must have been fate. Bush was praying, so was Cruz. Trump got applause, they got booed, except Don. Then Megyn Kelly stepped up to the plate. She asked Big Don, is it women you hate? Don just smiled, said, it's not true. Maybe Rosie O'Donnell, but certainly not you. Big Don, Big Bad Don, Big Don. Well, he came out a winner, went up in the polls. People love this guy, the young and the old. Will he stay on top? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, he's gonna raise some hell, Big Don. Got his own jet plane, plays golf all day, rolls on like a tank, nothing gets in his way. He's got swagger and juice, tries to play fair. Now if he just do something with that hair. Big Don, Big Don, Big Bad Don, Big Don. Now there's a long, long time till that November date. Who knows what'll happen? We'll just have to wait. But this I can say without a doubt. This guy has got a big, big mouth. Big Don. Big Don. Big Don. Big Bad Don. Big Don. Trump Tower. Big Don. Trump Resorts. Big Don. Trump Golf. Big Don. Mr. President. Big Don.
Ron McCluskey, Big Bad Don, the Ballad of Donald Trump, as we kicked it with Kenneth Riley. It is 6:41 and a half. You're getting it on WHBN AM and FM. Now, next time you've got a sore throat, try reaching for a nice glass of pickle juice. Seriously, it might make you feel better. Now, the advice comes from an infectious disease specialist who says it works due to the high salt content. Now, the pickle juice is up to 5% salt. Here comes the science. Your body's only 0.4% salt. So any liquid with a higher concentration than that tends to draw water out of your tissue and reduce inflammation. It happens with sugar too, which is why tea and honey can also help. If your throat is killing you, drinking a little pickle juice should alleviate some of the pain, but just temporarily. It might only give you 10 or 15 minutes of relief. So maybe take some Advil and chase it with some pickle juice. It's not a great tip for people with high blood pressure since pickles are loaded with sodium. One spear has 33% of the sodium you're supposed to have in a whole day. But for anyone else who wants to try it, bread and butter pickles don't have as much salt. So dill pickle juice works best. Or as these is nuts, or this is nuts, I should say, maybe just gargle with salt water like a normal person. Maybe just gargle with pickle juice. Oh, now you know via radio. And you're going to know this. We got some more information coming up for you from our local businesses. We will have your, let's see, what else we got? We got your weather report. And if that's not enough, we have got your health report. That for you, for listening to WHBN AM and FM.
Hello, it's Dr. Matthew Duggar with Matthew Duggar Eye Care in Harrodsburg. Let me tell you about our affordable eyewear pricing. If you just need distance or near only glasses, we offer a frame, thinner lens, and non-glare coating for $119. We offer a frame, Zeiss Progressive no-line bifocal, and thinner lens with non-glare coating for $249. We want you to feel comfortable coming to our office to buy glasses. To schedule an eye exam with me, Dr. Matthew Duggar in Harrodsburg, call 859-605-2214.
Hello, it's Congressman Andy Barr here. President Biden recently delivered his State of the Union address to Congress, and he did not take responsibility for the illegal immigration disaster at our southern border. According to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, the Biden administration's policies have allowed over 8.5 million encounters nationwide, including over 7 million at the southern border, and 1.8 million known gotaways since January of 2021, more than ever before in American history. For the sake of our national security, the Biden administration must implement House Republicans' border reforms outlined in H.R. 2, the Secure the Border Act, which we passed last year, and includes provisions such as strengthening our southern border with new technologies, increasing the number of Border Patrol agents, and providing bonus pay, restarting construction of the border wall, ending catch and release, and requiring transparency from the Department of Homeland Security. Congress must focus on common sense, comprehensive, and compassionate reforms to our broken border policies. I will keep fighting to make Central Kentucky communities safer. Learn more at www.bar.house.gov. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
At Target, our prices for Easter are so low, you can put all your eggs in one basket. Surprise them with Target exclusive Favorite Day treats, like our unique chocolate bunny and a cute basket, all from just $4. Add in some fun with a 6-pack of bubbles, 50-piece sidewalk chalk, and super soft stuffed animals, all from $5. And get great family picks with new Easter looks. It's easy with women's and girls' dresses for only $20 and under. Low prices on everything for Easter? Now that's Target.
I feel good.
Dad, are you singing to your cereal?
Yes, I am, like I knew that I would.
No, a dance too?
Come on, Ava. Silk almond milk starts the morning on a high note. Yow!
Songs, dances, and dad jokes.
So good. So good. I got you.
Silk almond milk.
With calcium, vitamins A, D.
Possible thunderstorm after 2 a.m., mostly cloudy, low of 58, wind gust to 25. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Then on Friday, showers, possible thunderstorm, high of 68, wind gust to 24. New rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 of an inch possible. Right now, we have, get off my screen. Thank you. We have clear skies. And 43 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:47.
President Biden is calling on Congress to work with his administration to lower health costs.
I'm thinking about millions of Americans out there who are lying in bed at night staring at the ceiling wondering, what if it happens? What if it happens to me? How am I going to pay for it?
While speaking in New Hampshire Monday, the president outlined his health care agenda, which includes expanding the Affordable Care Act and capping out-of-pocket drug costs for seniors on Medicare. It's been 4 years since COVID-19 was declared a pandemic and America and the world shut down. In New Jersey, first recorded COVID death was on March 10th of 2020. According to the CDC, hundreds of New Yorkers were already dying from COVID every day by then, and hospitals were overflowing with COVID-19 patients. This year, COVID deaths and hospitalizations have dropped dramatically. Health Update, Sarah Lee Kessler, NBC News Radio.
Put the headset on. Listen to my puppet. Weekday morning, 6 to 10, WHBN.
1, 2, here we go with the attitude, yeah. I've been up and down, sideways, crossways, outside in and inside out. I took a rocket ride across the sky a couple times till the fire burned out. Well, I hit the ground a time or two, but I got back up and I found the truth and said, hey, oh, I know I got something to say. Oh, you know I know what I'm talking about. There's two ways to take what this old life's gonna throw at you. You can choose to win or lose. It's all about attitude. When this world has tried to break me, shake me, tried to take the fight out of me. But I've always come back bigger, better, coffee, and more. WHBN.
Strolling along country roads with my baby. It starts to rain, it begins to pour. Without an umbrella, we're soaked to the skin. I feel a shiver run up my spine. I feel the warmth of her hand in mine. Ooh, I hear laughter in the rain, walking hand in hand with the one I love. Ooh, how I love the rainy days and the happy way I feel inside. After a while we run under a tree. I turn to her and she kisses me. There with the beat of the rain on the leaves, softly she breathes and I close my eyes, sharing our love under stormy skies. Ooh, I hear laughter in the rain, walking hand in hand with the one I love. Ooh, how I love the rainy days and the happy way I feel inside. I feel the warmth of her hand in mine. Ooh, I hear laughter in the rain, walking hand in hand with the one I love. Ooh, how I love the rainy days and the happy way I feel inside. Ooh, I hear laughter in the rain, walking hand in hand with the one I love.
Singer-songwriter Neil Sedaka, Laughter in the Rain. We celebrate his 85th birthday together right here on WHBN AM and FM 654 and a half.
The hometown place where all the locals eat is the old bus station in downtown Harrisburg. The fresh veggies and sides, the famous banana soft serve ice cream, all make it a great place to eat with family and friends. Stop in for breakfast or come by for lunch. Be sure to get a Titan burger or a Bulldog burger. And when the weather is nice, enjoy a meal on the outdoor patio. Specials every day. Call ahead for carryout. Located in Harrisburg on South Greenville Street, the old bus station restaurant open Tuesday through Saturday 7 to 2. The old bus station in downtown Harrisburg.
If you're looking for a better dental experience, Dr. Jennifer Nichols' goal is always to provide each and every patient with the very best dental care in the most genuine and caring manner possible. Their office is a friendly atmosphere that will immediately put your family at ease. Their professional staff will help you feel welcome and comfortable every time you enter their office as they strive to provide the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle and efficient way. For an appointment, visit Dr. Jennifer Nichols. She's on North College Street. Call 734-5111. See how different a dental experience can be with Dr. Jennifer Nichols.
Are you ready? Because Vintage NASCAR is back. Get ready for some bumper banging fun because in 2024, the Food City 500 is back. That's right, back on concrete, back to sheet metal bending chaos, back to racing the way it ought to be. Grab a spring weekend package today and save 15%. It's the Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway, March 17th, 2024. It'll be St. Patrick's Day, so get ready to party. Visit bristolmotorspeedway.com for tickets and details.
The Hometown Radio Network Sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school basketball, the girls' Sweet 16. It's Thursday night at 8:30 as Danville Christian Academy takes on Cooper High School out of Northern Kentucky. It is, again, an 8:30 tip-off, and we'll have it on Z105. UK basketball takes on the SEC tournament. They play Friday night. It is a 7 o'clock tip-off. That's a 5:30 pregame. We'll have it on Z105 WRNZ-FM.
This is Old Fort Hayward State Park Manager David Coleman. When I want country music and more, I park it on FM 99.5 WHBN, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Weekdays with Radio Rick.
Babe, somewhere I know I'm gonna find it, babe. It'll have my love behind it, and it will be a symphony of all you mean to me, a very special love song. And babe, if there's a way you know I'm gonna say it, babe. If there's a melody I'll play, and I'll play it through, especially for you, and all the words are true, a very special love song. Don't be surprised if you're sitting alone and you hear it. I'm gonna sing it to the whole big lonely world. So turn your radio way down low and get near it, and I'll tell the world I love you, girl. Babe, if there's an ounce of love, I'm gonna give it to you, babe. There's a breath of life, I'm gonna live it every day for you, and oh, the whole night through, singing just for you, a very special love song for you.
The Silver Fox, Charlie Rich, a very special love song, and you heard it right here on WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, your community voice since 1955. I'm proud of it. FM 99.5, AM 1420, World Wide Web at hometownlive.net. Your home for big savings, your online store. It's called Big Deals. You'll save 20, 30, up to 50% on goods and services you need and want. It's open 24/7. Check it out. Saving is believing. HometownLive.net. Click on Big Deals. We're seen at CKYTV.net. Channel 2. Your time is 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. House Republicans are moving forward with a vote on a bill that would effectively ban TikTok in the U.S. A vote on the measure is scheduled for today, and it would require the app's Chinese parent company ByteDance to sell to an American owner in an attempt to address national security concerns. It will be a rematch for the White House in 2024. President Biden and former President Trump each clinched their respective parties' nomination Tuesday, setting up the rematch of the 2020 election. Recent polls show the two essentially dead even in the race for office in November, thought to be the longest general election campaign ever. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has a short list when it comes to his running mate on the independent presidential ticket. More from Mark Mayfield.
On Tuesday, it was reported Kennedy had been in talks with NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers, as well as former Minnesota governor and professional wrestler Jesse Ventura. Kennedy later confirmed the two were at the top of his list for potential running mates and said he's been speaking with Rodgers pretty continuously for the past month.
The man behind the Department of Justice investigation into President Biden's handling of classified documents was grilled about his explosive report in a House hearing Tuesday. Former special counsel Robert Hur took heat from both sides of the aisle after declining to charge Biden and for characterizing the president was an elderly man with a poor memory.
You said to President Biden, you have a photographic understanding and recall of the House. Never appeared in your report, though. Is that correct? The word photographic?
That does not appear in my report.
That was Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell of California. He was one of many Democrats who spent a large amount of time trying to prove Biden's mental fitness and show the difference between Biden's and Donald Trump's classified documents case. Republicans, meanwhile, attacked her for not charging Biden. Stock futures are little changed before the opening bell. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Inc. card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more with yours. Real business owners compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and
A New York judge is approving Donald Trump's $91 million appeal bond in E. Jean Carroll's lawsuit against him. Brian Shook reports.
In January, Trump was ordered to pay Carroll $83 million for defaming her after she came forward with sexual assault allegations against him. Trump's legal team applied for an appeal bond, which will allow him to fight the verdict while preventing Carroll from enforcing the $83 million judgment. A judge approved the bond on Tuesday, and the former president has appealed the recent verdict and filed a motion for a new trial. I'm Brian Shook.
The father of the teen who killed 4 students at a Michigan high school in 2021 stored 2 firearms in his home, locked away with the default combination 000. Lisa Taylor with more.
That's according to a detective who testified at James Crumbley's manslaughter trial. Oakland County Detective Adam Stoyek said he spoke with Crumbley on the day of the mass shooting while investigators searched his home. According to the video, Crumbley said he's completely open for the officers to do what you have to do. I'm Lisa Taylor.
A 60s icon is back on a major streaming service after pulling his music. More from Steve Greenfield.
Neil Young is back on Spotify after leaving the streaming service in protest back in 2022 due to COVID misinformation on the Joe Rogan Experience. This week he said he was returning because Apple and Amazon have started serving the same disinformation podcast features, though he didn't specify which podcasts were featuring what he believed to be the disinformation. He also urged Spotify to introduce high-resolution audio so fans could hear the full sound that's created.
Young has long been a proponent of high-quality audio, even launching his own device called Pono in 2014. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Thank you, Michael. It is 7:05. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM, HometownLive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Time for local news with Joe. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A Danville native was honored at this week's City Commission meeting. Casey Lanham was given the Outstanding Citizen Award for extraordinary life-saving action for an incident that happened earlier this year. It happened in a public restroom where Lanham found an unresponsive man in that public restroom who appeared to be suffering from an overdose. She immediately called 911 and promptly began CPR, which saved that man's life. Lanham was honored by the Danville City Commission and Danville 911 Center, and it's a reminder to all citizens to become CPR certified. Atmos Energy is set to replace pipes in Danville. The project, which is set to begin this Friday, will replace bare steel pipes with new high-density polyethylene pipes, or HDPE. Atmos will replace over 8,000 feet of bare steel with these new pipes, as well as 141 service lines, which are the lines from the street to the meter. There will be multiple streets that will have those projects done on them. US 127 from Maple Tree Place to just north of Bob Allen Allen. Sunset Drive from US 127 to Hillcrest. Hillcrest from 127 to Park Lawn, including Park Lawn, Cross Hill, Alton, Boyd, Vinson, and Craig Road. Atmos projects the $820,000 project should conclude sometime in September. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
It's all about you and Stuart Powell.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford, where we make it easy to do business with us. Our team is dedicated to providing you with a hassle-free experience from start to finish. Whether you're in the market for a new vehicle or need to get your current vehicle serviced, we have you covered. Stop by and see how easy we make it at 225 South Danville Bypass or anytime at StuartPowellFord.com.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at StuartPowell.com.
Hi folks, Mike Gay here. At Essity, we know that hygiene and health is the essence of well-being for every person at every stage of life. Essity is proud to be part of the Harrodsburg and Danville communities, providing good-paying jobs to our employees who make hand towels and tissue paper for people of all ages. If you'd like to join us, check out our website at ESSITY.com. That's Essity.com. ESSITY.com.
At Target, our prices for Easter are so low, you can put all your eggs in one basket. Surprise them with Target exclusive Favorite Day treats, like our unique chocolate bunny and a cute basket, all from just $4. Add in some fun with a 6-pack of bubbles, 50-piece sidewalk chalk, and super soft stuffed animals, all from $5. And get great family picks with new Easter looks. It's easy with women's and girls' dresses for only $20 and under. Low prices on everything for Easter? Now that's Target.
I feel good.
Dad, are you singing to your cereal?
Yes, I am, like I knew that I would.
No, a dance too?
Come on, Ava. Silk almond milk starts the morning on a high note. Yow!
Songs, dances, and dad jokes.
So good, so good. I got you.
Silk almond milk.
With calcium, vitamins A, D, and E.
Feel plenty good.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the Old Bus Station Restaurant, offering good old-fashioned home cooking. Open for breakfast at 6 weekdays and Saturday at 8. The Old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg.
We've got a slight chance of showers between 8 and 2 today. Sunny, high of 70. Chance of showers after 8 tonight, mostly clear, low of 51. Tomorrow, got a chance of showers mainly after 2, mostly sunny, high of 74. Wind gust to 21. Hang on to your hat and your hair if you got it. Tomorrow night, chance of showers and thunderstorms, and showers likely. Possible thunderstorm after 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low of 58. Wind gust to 25. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Friday, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 68. Wind gust to 24. New rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 of an inch possible. Partly sunny Saturday, high of 62. Chance of showers Sunday, partly sunny, high of 59. Chance of showers Monday, mostly sunny, high of 49. Mostly sunny Tuesday, high of 47. Right now, under clear skies, we have 43 degrees in Harrodsburg at 7:10. Good Wednesday hump day to you. It's the 13th day of March. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Wednesday morning on WHBN AM and FM, hometownlive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations, and song requests can be done. 859-734-4321, 734-4321. We're giving away another DQ ice cream cake Friday morning before 10 o'clock for those having a birthday or anniversary between the 9th and 15th. We have Alma Garcieta, Melissa Collier, and Kenan Buchanan registered for the DQ ice cream cake. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at our birthdays. We have Mike Ross, Chris Snyder, David Baskett, Jaleel Warren, Rob Wells, Blake Hobson, and Wilbur Dunn.
Hey, y'all, this is Neil McCoy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Neil McCoy, thank you so much for stopping by saying happy birthday to our birthdayers this early. All right, kids, for the second time, I'm giving you the answers to the DQ Today Is quiz. All you have to do is remember one of these 4 things today is after the 7:30 weather forecast. Be the first in at 734-4321. Recite me one of the 4 things, and you'll pick up a tasty treat from DQ where happy tastes good. You ready to find out what today is? Let's do it. National Open and Umbrella Indoors Day, which I've always heard is bad luck, so I wouldn't try that. National Canine Veterans Day, salute. National Jewel Day, National Good Samaritan Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Now, here's your life hack. When grocery shopping, the cheapest items will be at the top and bottom of shelves, not at eye level. And great deeds are usually wrought of great risks, all right? So we appreciate you taking the risk to listen to us. We'll try to keep you entertained and memory-wise full with some great music. Maybe you haven't heard in a while, all right? Now, what we got coming up? I'm glad you asked. We've got Steve Bertram's Sports Report. Spot 7:20, Rooster Local Talent Showcase. 7:35, DQ Today is Quiz. 7:45, the good news from Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance. 8 o'clock hour, Kathy Aiken from the Mercer County Healthy Department. 8:40, Rock and Robin from the Mercer Library. 8:45, a random facts from David Hopewell. We normally have State Representative Kim King, but she's in meetings and will not be able to join us today. She'll be back on Friday, all right? Then after the 9 o'clock news, we'll have author Rick Lee in. I think he's going to be doing a book signing. We'll ask Rock and Robin about that, too, when we talk to her. Then after the 9:30 news, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman will be on hand. So we appreciate you listening and everybody that joins us. So it just leaves me, kids, to tell you we got 2 more days. We'll light that fuse and start another weekend together. So sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Monday's the worst day of the week. Stay awake, I pinch my cheek. But Wednesday makes my brain feel clearer. 'Cause the weekend is much nearer. I love Wednesday. I love Wednesday. On Wednesday the week is winding down. Friday soon we'll be in town. Thursday comes and goes bye-bye. But Wednesday's first and that's just fine. I love Wednesday. I love Wednesday. Wednesday!
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred with Stuart Powell Ford here in Danville. And since 1949, Stuart Powell has made it easy for Central Kentuckians to purchase new and pre-owned vehicles by providing quality products and services at a fair price, all while treating our customers like family. What you may not know is that we also purchase vehicles directly from individuals. We pay market value for pre-owned vehicles, and there is never an obligation to purchase another one from us. So stop by and see us here at 225 South Danville Bypass, and we'll make it easy for you to sell it at a fair price while being treated like family.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. 4 Kentucky basketball players have received SEC honors. Antonio Reeves is a member of the first team. Reed Shepard was on the second team and was named the conference's Freshman of the Year. Shepard, Rob Dillingham, and DJ Wagner were on the all-freshman team. Number 9, Kentucky sees its first action in the men's SEC tourney in Nashville Friday. Cats face the winner, the Texas A&M Ole Miss matchup, Friday night at 7 on Z105. SEC men's action begins in Bridgestone Arena tonight, starting with Vanderbilt and Arkansas at 7, followed by Georgia and Missouri. Kentucky Athletic Director Mitch Barnhart says they are conducting a nationwide search for a new women's head basketball coach after Kyra Elsie was released from her job Monday. Elsie's teams were 61-60 in their 4 years at UK, and sources have told CBS Sports that Louisville will fire Kenny Payne when the team returns from the ACC tournament. U of L fell to NC State yesterday, 94-85. The girls' Sweet 16 tips off this morning at 11 in Rupp Arena with Bowling Green and Owsley County, followed by McCracken County and Russell at 1:30. Tonight at 6, it'll be Anderson County versus Butler, followed by Franklin County versus North Laurel at 8:30. Danville Christian Academy makes its first ever appearance in the girls' Sweet 16 tomorrow night when they face Cooper at 8:30 on Z105. Last night in the boys' 12th Region Championship, Pulaski County down Somerset 70-48. Maroons play Trinity of Region 7 next Thursday night at 6 in Rupp Arena. 5 more teams have earned berths in the men's NCAA tournament by winning conference tournaments. They are College of Charleston, Oakland, Wagner, South Dakota State, and St. Mary's. Morehead State's the only state school which is qualified for the big dance. And that's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
This is Cindy at Sweets by Cindy in Junction City. We have everything from custom cake orders to cookies, fudge that we make here all the time, and we have cupcakes that you can just walk in and buy. They start at $1.50 each or $18 a dozen, but we can mix and match anything that you want to, and we can take care of about any sweet treat that you need. If we don't have it, we can sure come up with it. Visit us on our website, sweetsbycindy.com. Our hours are Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 1. Come on over to Junction City with us on West Shelby Street and get your sweet on.
Winning is about forcing a turnover. Just like the Wildcats using a full-court press, our energy efficiency programs can force a turnover on high energy costs. Don't ride the bench, be a player. Visit intercountyenergy.net to find out how we can help. Saving energy and money is a slam dunk. Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
TG Kentucky is Engineer Openings that offers a full benefit package including new competitive pay scale, 401k, medical, dental, vision, and prescription coverage, and 2 weeks vacation time. You begin accruing on your hire date. TG is one of the largest employers in Central Kentucky. Their plastic and rubber technologies contribute to safer, more comfortable, and environmentally friendly vehicles. Apply now at work4tg.com. That's work4tg.com. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. TG Kentucky is just minutes away on Main Street in Lebanon. TG Kentucky, always working to achieve the highest quality standards.
Do you know why a baseball player wants to make it to second base over just first base? Do you know why someone would order a double shot of espresso? Because a double is always better than a single, and the same goes for the Big Mac. Oh, glorious Big Mac. The only way to make you better was to double you. 4 100% beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Oh, you sandwich of deliciousness. You double Big Mac. Get it today at McDonald's of Danville and Harrodsburg.
This is Goldie Goldsmith McNary, inviting you to join me each week for What's Happening Goldie, a talk show that features interesting people about interesting things. We'll learn how to stay healthy and keep fit, and we'll explore the world of entertainment. So join me for What's Happening Goldie.
What's Happening Goldie every Wednesday at 10:05 a.m. and Saturday at 8:30 a.m. on WHBN 1420 a.m. and 99.5 FM.
The Personal Effects Show, a program that encourages listeners to understand antiques, collectibles, and sometimes just plain junk. The Personal Effects Show airs each Saturday morning on WHBN FM 99.5 and AM 1420 after the 10 o'clock news with Jerry Sampson, your host, who interviews collectors, dealers, experts, and others. The Personal Effects Show is sponsored by the James Harrod Trust, Bluegrass Artworks, and J. Sampson Antiques and Books.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Horn Home Supply, a trusted name for quality service and a fair price for over 40 years. See Matt Horn at Horn Home Supply in Harrodsburg, South College Street.
We've got a slight chance of showers between 8 and 2 today. Sunny, high of 70. Chance of showers after 8 tonight, mostly clear, low of 51. Chance of showers tomorrow, mainly after 2, mostly sunny, high of 74, wind gust to 21. Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms, and showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 2, mostly cloudy, low of 58, wind gusts to 25. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Then on Friday, showers and a possible thunderstorm, a high of 68, wind gusts 24. New rainfall amounts between 1/2 and 3/4 inch possible. Right now, under clear skies, we have 43 degrees in Harrodsburg at 721. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning. I'm Larry Sanders. Welcome to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. A special thank you to our sponsor, Darren Ransel at the Barbershop in Harrodsburg, next to Minute Mart.
And Larry this morning has picked out Paul Penny, and he will be singing You Got It, the old Roy Orbison song. It's brought to you by this man right here.
The Barbershop by Darren Ransdell is a barbershop that offers today's men a haven where they can sit back, relax, and talk sports, politics, or the weather. Located next to Minute Mart on South College Street in Harrodsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 7:30 to noon.
Every time I look into your loving eyes, I see a love that money just can't buy. One look at you, I drift away. I pray that you are here to stay. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all, you got it. Baby. Every time I hold you, I begin to understand. Everything about you tells me I'm your man. I live my life to be with you. No one can do the things you do. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything else, you got it. Anything you want, anything you need, anything at all. I'm glad, so glad to give my love to you. No one can do the things you do. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything else, you got it. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything else, you got it. Anything at all.
You've been listening to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. It's a service of Darren Ranstall's Barbershop next to Minute Mart in Harrodsburg. You can be the next Rooster Local Talent Showcase star by bringing your music to WHBN Studios. I'm Larry Sanders. You're listening to Radio Rick, playing the best in music and keeping everyone informed on what's happening in Harrodsburg and Mercer County. 99.5 FM and 1420 AM. WHBN, Harrodsburg. The Rooster.
Sometimes when he comes home, I'm cooking breakfast. I haven't slept a wink all night long. I've been laying in bed thinking like a woman, wondering if my man's been doing me wrong. To think he might be out with another woman makes my temper rise with jealousy. But all these years I've never caught him cheating. I guess he needs some time away from me. But when he loves me, he really loves me. long as he makes everything alright today. I'd rather wonder a little and have his loving. 'Cause when he loves me all the way. When he loves me, he really loves me. There's nothing left for me to say. Oh, when he loves me, he really loves me. He loves me all the way. I'm not ever gonna worry about tomorrow, as long as he makes everything alright today. I'd rather wonder a little and have his loving. 'Cause when he loves me all the way. 'Cause when he loves me all the way.
Country and more. WHBN.
Comma down, doobie-doo down, down. Comma down, doobie-doo down, down. Breaking up is hard to do. Don't take your love away from me. Don't you leave my heart in misery. If you go, then I'll be blue. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do. Remember when you held me tight and you kissed me all through the night. Think of all that we've been through, and breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say that this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that we were making up again. I beg of you, don't say goodbye. Can't we give our love another try? Come on, baby, let's start anew. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say that this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that we were making up again. I beg of you, don't say goodbye. Can't we give our love another try? Come on, baby, let's start anew. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do.
Neil Sedaka, Breaking Up is Hard to Do. We celebrate his 85th birthday, singer-songwriter. It's 7:30.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Kingland is hiring employees ahead of the spring meet. The spring meet is just weeks away, and the venue is looking to fill between 300 and 400 part-time positions. Available jobs include culinary, stewarding, concessions, parking, security, and more. Kingland is holding interviews on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the hiring center. Positions can be applied for on the Kingland website. Homeowners and their dogs are safe after a fire broke out Tuesday evening at a home on Sheridan Drive in Lexington. Firefighters put out the blaze and rescued one dog. A homeowner in the house was able to escape with a second dog. The cause of the fire is being investigated. Kentucky's Attorney General wants a state commission to back away from funding research into a psychedelic drug that reportedly helps treat opioid addiction. Paul Miles reports.
The Kentucky Opioid Abatement Commission is considering spending $43 million to fund research into Ibogaine, a Schedule I controlled substance in the U.S. that is not approved for addiction treatment. Attorney General Russell Coleman.
This $42 million and those resources that you are a steward of, as am I, some call it blood money. Too precious. This is too precious to gamble away with that degree of risk at that amount.
Coleman says he will propose a $5 million pool for research and innovation grants. I'm Paul Miles.
The mayor of Prestonsburg is out of a job after resigning his position. Les Stapleton is accused in a lawsuit of verbal and physical sexual assault of a city employee. The suit filed Tuesday caused a special city council meeting to be called in which Stapleton was unable to attend due to injury. A letter of resignation was read where Stapleton called the lawsuit shocking and stated he was resigning due to his injury. Rick Hughes has been appointed interim mayor of Prestonsburg. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
It's time for the news, all about your neighbors and probably about you. It's your local news, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Monday through Saturday.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A Danville native was honored at this week's City Commission meeting. Casey Lanham was given the Outstanding Citizen Award for extraordinary life-saving action for an incident that happened earlier this year. It happened in a public restroom where Lanham found an unresponsive man in that public restroom who appeared to be suffering from an overdose. She immediately called 911 and promptly began CPR, which saved that man's life. Lanham was honored by the Danville City Commission and Danville 911 Center, and it's a reminder to all citizens to become CPR certified. Atmos Energy is set to replace pipes in Danville. The project, which is set to begin this Friday, will replace bare steel pipes with new high-density polyethylene pipes, or HDPE. Atmos will replace over 8,000 feet of bare steel with these new pipes, as well as 141 service lines, which are the lines from the street to the meter. There will be multiple streets that will have those projects done on them. US 127 from Maple Tree Place to just north of Bob Allen. Sunset Drive from US 127 to Hillcrest. Hillcrest from 127 to Park Lawn, including Park Lawn, Cross Hill, Alton, Boyd, Vinson, and Craig Road. Atmos projects the $820,000 project should conclude sometime in September. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
Here are the obituaries. Michael Allen Mike Dean, age 62 of Lawrenceburg, died Sunday. A private service will be held. Ransdell Funeral Chapel is in charge of the arrangements. Carolyn Holler, age 82 of Harrodsburg, died last Thursday. She was the widow of Sidney Holler. Visitation is this Sunday from 2 at the time of the service at 4 o'clock at Ransdell Funeral Chapel. And those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
That's the news for today, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Charles and College in Harrodsburg.
This WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Our goal is and always will be to provide the best value in funeral service available. Exceptional care from a trusted family name, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
Thank you there, Sonny. We got a slight chance of showers between 8 and 2. Otherwise, sunny Ransdell with a high of 70. Chance of showers after 8 tonight, mostly clear, low of 51. Chance of showers tomorrow, mainly after 2, mostly sunny, high of 74, wind gust to 21. Chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow night, then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 2, mostly cloudy, low of 58, wind gust to 25. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and a half an inch possible. Showers and a possible thunderstorm on Friday with a high of 68. Wind gust to 24. New rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 of an inch possible. Right now, we have clear skies, 43 degrees in Harrodsburg at 7:36. Good hump day Wednesday to you. It's the 13th day of March. Rady Rick, glad to be along with you on WHBN, AM and FM, HometownLive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Are you ready to win? It is time for the DQ. Today is quiz, all right? If you can remember one of the four things, I've given that to you each hour at 6 and 7. If you can remember one of the four things that I've said, call me up right now, 859-734-4321. And if you can, today, you'll pick up regular 2 double cheeseburgers, all right? 2 regular double cheeseburgers from DQ. We're happy, tastes good. And they got tasting good. The burgers do taste good there at Dairy Queen. So give me a call, 859-734-4321, and tell me one of the four things today is, and you'll pick up the treat from DQ, where happy tastes good. Tim McGraw, my old friend.
My old friend, I recall the times we had hanging on my wall. I wouldn't trade them for gold, 'cause they laugh and they cry me, they somehow sanctify me. They're woven in the stories I have told and tell again. My old friend, I apologize for the years that have passed since the last time you and I dusted off those memories of the running and the races, the people and the places. There's always somewhere else I had to be, and time gets thin. My old friend, don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, don't know why. Songs for you, 'cause a few simple verses was the least that I could do to tell the world that you were here. 'Cause the love and the laughter will live on long after all of the sadness and the tears will meet again. My old my old friend, goodbye, goodbye now.
Tim McGraw, my old friend. Got a winner for the DQ. Today is quiz. Stephen Stennett called up and said today's National Good Samaritan Day. That's right, Stephen. It's also National Jewel Day, National Canine Veterans Day, National Open and Umbrella Indoors Day. If you don't feel it's unlucky, do it. But if you, the old whitetail is, if you open an umbrella indoors, it's not good luck. So good luck for Stephen. Thank you all called in. Thank you, Barbara Montgomery, because without your generosity, we could not do it. And we'll do it again, same time, same station, tomorrow. It is 7:41.
Country and more. WHBN. Happy birthday, sweet 16. Happy birthday, sweet 16.
future is sewn up. From now on, you're gonna be mine. So if I should smile with sweet surprise, it's just that you've grown up before my very eyes. You turned into the prettiest girl I've ever seen. Happy birthday, sweet 16. If I should smile with sweet surprise, it's just that you've grown up before my very eyes. You turned into the prettiest girl I've ever seen. Happy birthday, sweet 16. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Happy birthday, sweet 16. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Happy birthday, sweet 16.
Neil Sedaka, happy birthday, sweet 16. We're celebrating his 85th birthday today. Singer, songwriter Neil Sedaka. It is 7:44, time for your tech report. And in the good news, brought to you by Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance.
Former President Trump says a TikTok ban would only empower Facebook.
The thing I don't like is that without TikTok, you can make Facebook bigger. And I consider Facebook to be an enemy of the people, along with a lot of the media.
Speaking to CNBC Monday morning, the likely Republican presidential nominee said that there's a lot of good and a lot of bad with Chinese-owned TikTok. But he predicted that banning it would help Meta, which owns Facebook, double in size. That contrasts with the view of President Biden, who said he would sign a bill to ban the app if Congress were to pass it. U.S. national security officials have warned Biden that TikTok remains a security threat because it is owned by a China-based company. The results of an internal investigation into last year's ouster of Sam Altman from OpenAI have been revealed. A summary of the findings indicates there was a significant breakdown of trust between Altman and co-founder Greg Brockman, and that the board acted in good faith. And Bitcoin has hit a record high. The cryptocurrency hit over $72,000 on Monday, just days after passing the previous high of $69,000. Tech Report, Mark Mayfield, NBC News Radio.
Thank you, Mark. It is 7:45. Time for the good news, brought to you by this man right here.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
A study in England found you can really learn how to be happy. The University of Bristol launched a class in 2018 called The Science of Happiness. It covers the latest science on why some people are happy and some aren't. The study found students enrolled in the course did come out happier than when they went in. But there's a catch. You can't just learn how to be happy and you're done. Long-term joy in life requires ongoing practice and dedication. This seems like a win-win. CBS News did a story on a group of skateboarders in Southern California who will deep clean your pool for free if you let them drain it and skate around in it first. Hope it doesn't do any damage to the pool. A place in Oklahoma called Noble Smokin', Joe's Barbecue, kept getting prank calls last month from three little kids who really wanted some French fries. So one of the owners set out on a mission to track them down and get them some fries. It blew up on Facebook with thousands of people commenting on a post about it. She ended up figuring out it was three girls, aged 5, 9, and 11. Now they've gotten their fries and then some. The owner is planning French fry parties for them at school. She also set up a GoFundMe to start savings accounts for them. They'll get the money when they turn 18, so they can use it for the college or whatever their future plans are. And that's the good news, brought to you by this company and the man at the end of the ad.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Wake up to a treat that's more than cereal.
Beautiful morning.
Big Deals Online Store is throwing a breakfast party. Break away from your boring breakfast routine with Wendy's new breakfast burrito. Visit hometownlive.net's Big Deals Online Store and click the link to enter the Wendy's Breakfast Bash giveaway. A scrumptious mix of breakfast burritos, seasoned fries, and more are up for grabs. You could win a Wendy's breakfast party for 25 people in your office from Wendy's and Hometown Radio Network. Enter now at hometownlive.net. Click on the Big Deals Online Store link. You'll feel sunny side up all day long. No purchase necessary to register. Sign up once a day to increase your odds to win. It's going to be a delicious good time.
Sign up your office by this Friday to win.
If you're feeling hopeless, alone, and broken, maybe empty inside, Chloe's Petals for Hope.
Chloe's Petals for Hope sponsors a survivor of suicide support group for adults the first Thursday of every month at the Boyle County Library Community Room from 6 to 7 p.m. Follow us on Facebook and look at our website, Chloe's Petals for Hope, for more information.
'Cause it's just around the corner, we'll find hope together. Chloe's Petals for Hope.
For help, call the crisis hotline 988.
This is how we doing it with this Chrysler of Lawrenceburg. In 2024, they are making deals real. With their educated personal staff, they make shopping fun and buying easy.
Do you want a newer vehicle? Want a truck for under $25,000? Need your vehicle service? Needing a place that's going to treat you right? Well, Withers is the way. Check them out, Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
This is one place I will not pass on deals with wheels for the 2024.
Do you own a business? If so, save money and time with Farmers National Bank's free business checking. You receive 1,000 free monthly transaction items, free online banking, free bill pay, free e-statements. Plus, you get a free gift at account opening. Call us at 866-888-0220 or stop into one of our convenient locations for assistance. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. $50 minimum deposit at account opening. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey y'all, my name's Sean Belcher, and I'm the owner of Boondock Saloon. I opened this place to provide Danville with some quality music entertainment, along with axe throwing and other things coming this summer. We also have some of the finest food in Danville. So if you're out and about and looking for something to do, please consider us. That's boondocksaloon.com and addictivekaraoke.com.
Hi, this is Noelle, manager of Boondock Saloon. Come experience what we have to offer at 600 Stanford Road in Danville, and like us on Facebook.
On the basketball court, you have to know where the lines are. It's just as important to know where the lines are in your own yard. Kentucky law generally requires you to have underground utility lines located before most excavation work, even if it's on your own property. If you don't call 811 and you damage a natural gas line, the Kentucky Public Service Commission will investigate you, and you may be fined up to $1,250. Much better to stay within the bounds of the law and call before you dig to start putting in that backboard or goalpost. For more information, visit psc.ky.gov. This message brought to you by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Hey everybody, this is Eddie Montgomery from Montgomery Gentry. Harrisburg, you have something to be proud of. WHBN. And the lucky man on the air right now is Radio Rick on WHBN, The Rooster. Hey, I'm gone. Radio Rick, I hope you paid me a lot of money to say this. Who's your daddy?
You're my daddy, Eddie. What about some gifts? Like birthday, Christmas?
Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a day that I could give you, I'd give to you a day just like today. If I had a song that I could sing for you, I'd sing a song to make you feel this way. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a tale that I could tell you, I'd tell a tale sure to make you smile. If I had a wish that I could wish for you, I'd make a wish for sunshine all the while. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. Sunshine almost all the time makes me high. Sunshine almost always.
I get where I'm going, on the far side of the sky, the first thing that I'm gonna do is spread my wings and fly. I'm gonna land beside a lion and run my fingers through his mane, or I might find out what it's like to ride a drop of rain. Yeah, when I get where I'm going, there'll be only happy tears. I will shed the sins and struggles I have carried all these years, and I'll leave my heart wide open. I will love and have no fear. Yeah, when I get where I'm going, don't cry for me down here. my granddaddy, and he'll match me step for step. And I'll tell him how I've missed him every minute since he left. And then I'll hug his neck, yeah, when I get where I'm going. There'll be only happy tears. I will shed the sins and struggles I have carried all these years, and I'll leave my heart wide open. I will love and have no fear. Yeah, when I get where I'm going, don't cry for me down here. With so much pain and so much darkness in this world we stumble through, all these questions I can't answer, and so much work to do. But when I get where I'm going, and I see my Maker's face, I'll stand forever in the light of His amazing grace. Yeah, when I get where I'm going, oh, when I get where I'm going, there'll be only happy tears. I will love and have no fear.
Brad Paisley, Dolly Parton, When I Get Where I'm Going. And we're going to news, top of the hour from NBC, your local news, your weather forecast, Vaught's Views. We will have Steve Bertram's sports report. We'll check in with Kathy Aiken from the Mercer County Health Department, Rockin' Robin, and more right here on WHBN Harrisburg. The Rooster, your community voice since 1955. FM 99.5, AM 1420, hometownlive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. It will be a rematch for the White House in 2024. More from Mark Mayfield.
President Biden and former President Trump each clinched their respective parties' nomination on Tuesday, setting up the rematch of the 2020 election. Recent polls show the two essentially dead even in the race for office in November, thought to be the longest general election campaign ever. I'm Mark Mayfield.
The White House says it is time to move on from Robert Hur's report on President Biden's handling of classified documents. Brian Shook reports.
In a House hearing on Tuesday, former special counsel Hur took heat from both sides of the aisle after declining to charge Biden and for characterizing the president as an elderly man with a poor memory. Afterwards, a White House official told reporters the main thing to take away from today is two words for the American people: case closed. He added that Biden feels strongly that this case is over and it's time to move on for the business of the American people. I'm Brian Shook.
House Republicans are moving forward with a vote today that would effectively ban TikTok in the U.S. It would require the app's Chinese parent company ByteDance to sell to an American owner in an attempt to address national security concerns. Russian President Vladimir Putin says his nation is ready for nuclear war. The 71-year-old leader made the claim on Russian television Wednesday, just days before the presidential election that will almost certainly give him another 6-year term. When asked if Russia was ready for nuclear war, Putin said, from a military technical point of view, we are. Author and columnist Mitch Albom and his wife are among 10 people who have been rescued from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. The group from Michigan was at Albom's Have Faith Haiti orphanage, and their rescue was coordinated partly by Republican Congresswoman Lisa McClain. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Find what you love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. All kinds of beers and thousands of wines. Walk right through the door. It's all here to explore. With guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your
responsibly. B21.
Traveling, volunteering, spending time with family. What's your retirement look like? With income planning from Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor can help you grow and protect your wealth. They'll look at your full financial picture and help you create a flexible strategy that considers things like market conditions and healthcare expenses, so you can stop worrying about the future and enjoy whatever comes next. Visit fidelity.com/income planning. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE SIPC.
President Biden is calling on Congress to work with his administration to lower health care costs.
I'm thinking about millions of Americans out there who are lying in bed at night staring at the ceiling wondering, what if it happens? What if it happens to me? How am I going to pay for it?
While speaking in New Hampshire on Monday, the president outlined his health care agenda, which includes expanding the Affordable Care Act and capping out-of-pocket drug costs for seniors on Medicare. He contrasted his plan with Republican lawmakers who he says want to repeal Obamacare and put Social Security and Medicare on the chopping block. He called out Republican frontrunner former President Trump by name, who on Monday floated the idea of cutting spending on entitlement programs, but later tried to clarify, saying he was talking about cutting waste. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren says the U.S. should withhold military assistance from Israel if that country continues to restrict humanitarian aid to Gaza. Lisa Taylor reports.
Warren and several other Senate Democrats wrote to President Biden claiming that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is violating U.S. law regarding international aid. The United Nations reported 500,000 people in Gaza are at risk of starvation. Last week, the Biden administration authorized airdrops of food into the war-torn area.
Taylor Swift is releasing a clip from the upcoming supercut version of her concert movie. Eras Tour Taylor's version premieres Friday night on Disney+. A clip showing Swift performing her hit song Cardigan was released early this morning on the Apple platform. Cardigan is one of 5 songs added to the streaming edition of the film, and the clip shows about 54 seconds of Swift's performance. And the NHL will head overseas for the start of the 2024-25 season. The league announced the Buffalo Sabres and New Jersey Devils will play 2 games in Prague on October 4th and 5th. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The popularity of community gardens continues to grow, and now the Lincoln County Health Department will join in on that by opening their own community garden. The Lincoln County Interior Journal is reporting the Lincoln County Health Department will open a community garden this spring to help citizens gain access to fresh fruits and vegetables. The garden will be located in the front area of the office and will be open for the community to come take what they need. The exact date of the garden's opening hasn't yet been determined. A man on EKU's campus has been charged with rape. Police say the incident happened in January in the parking lot of the Business and Technology Center. The victim told police she met the suspect, Adrian Watkins, on Snapchat and that he picked her up and took her to the parking lot. She said she became unconscious and that was when she was raped. Watkins has been charged with first-degree rape. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis. The Hometown Radio Network Sports Broadcast Schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. High school basketball, the girls' Sweet 16. It's Thursday night at 8:30 as Danville Christian Academy takes on Cooper High School out of Northern Kentucky. It is, again, an 8:30 tip-off, and we'll have it on Z105. UK basketball takes on the SEC tournament. They play Friday night. It is a 7 o'clock tip-off. That's a 30 pregame. We'll have it on Z105 WRNZ-FM.
Hi, this is Caraway and Adeline at Mattresses and More next door to Ace Hardware in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, come check out our tax refund sale. New merchandise arriving weekly and we sell off the floor. Get up to 35% off. We offer a layaway and 12 months same as cash with approved credit. Come see Aunt Nana. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks, girls. You're right. It is tax rebate time. Where are you going to spend yours? How about Mattresses and More? Mattress store located in Danville, Southland Plaza.
We're
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has rock to go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday.
Call 859-715-7575.
They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
We're going to see a slight chance of showers between 8 and 2 this afternoon. Sunny, high of 70. Tonight, chance of showers after 8, mostly clear with a low of 51. Chance of showers mainly after 2 on Thursday, mostly sunny, high of 74. Wind gust of 21. Hang on to your hat and your hair. Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms, and showers likely. Possible thunderstorm after 2 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low of 58. Wind gust to 25. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Friday, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 68. Wind gust to 24. New rainfall amounts between half and 3/4 of an inch possible. For Saturday, partly sunny, high of 62. Chance of showers Sunday, partly sunny, high of 59. Chance of showers Monday, mostly sunny, high of 49. Mostly sunny Tuesday, high of 47. Right now, we have, let's get an update, see what it's doing. Sunny skies, 42 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:08.5. Good Wednesday, hump day to you. It's the 13th day of March. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Wednesday morning on WHBN AM and FM, HometownLive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Whew. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations in Harrodsburg, Mercer County, or Bergen, and song requests are gladly taken at 859-734-4321, 734-4321. That's the number to register somebody for the DQ ice cream cake. We're giving another one away Friday morning before 10 o'clock. For those having a birthday or anniversary between the 9th and 15th, all needs a name and a phone number like Alma Garcieta, Melissa Collier, and Cannon Buchanan, all registered for the DQ ice cream cake, all right? Now, let's look at birthdays for today. We have Wilbur Dunn, Blake Hobson, Rob Wells, Jaleel Warren, David Baskett, Chris Snyder, and Mike Ross.
Hi, this is Reba McIntyre. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. And chocolate cake.
Thank you, Reba, for the chocolate cake. And don't forget the ice cream. Today is National Open and Umbrella Indoors Day. I wouldn't do that. Bad luck, supposedly. National Canine Veterans Day, National Jewel Day, National Good Samaritan Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Your life hack says this. When grocery shopping, the cheapest items are in the top and bottom shelves, not at eye level. Positive Thought says great deeds are usually wrought at great risks. So, no risk, no reward. So, we are going to reward you with more great music. We've got coming up, we have Kathy Aiken from the Mercer County Healthy Department. We'll be talking with her. Rockin' Robin around 8:40 or so. At 8:45, a random facts from David Hopewell. Normally we have Kim King, State Rep. She will not be able to join us because she has got some meetings today. All right. After the 9 o'clock news, we'll have author Rick Lee in. Got another book, and he's going to do a book signing at the Mercer County Library. We'll find out when that happens. After the 9:30 news, we'll have our Lieutenant Governor, Jacqueline Coleman, will be joining us. So that is the lineup, kids. Sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air as we make our way to Friday morning and light that fuse and start another weekend together. Lots of views on the way.
So sick of work, here comes the big Wednesday hump. Need coffee here 'cause you are down in the dumps. The copy maker won't work at all. Now you broke down in tears, your boss will swear each time he calls. When you say hump, it means that it is Wednesday. You're almost down and Friday's not far away. Weekend is coming, you'll have a ball. Won't think about your
Bucks Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
How important is winning the Southeastern Conference tournament? Basically, it depends on who you ask. If you look at past NCAA tournament seedings, it is not a huge deal, and at best would raise a team's seed line maybe by one when pairings are announced Sunday if it wins the tournament, and also likely would not drop a team more than one seed line if it loses early in the tournament. If you ask players about the SEC tournament, they will all obviously tell you they want to win the championship, but the real prize is coming up the next week when NCAA play starts. If you ask Kentucky fans heading to Nashville to watch UK in the SEC tournament, they will tell you it is very, very important for the Wildcats to win. The Cats have dominated the tournament at times, but that has changed the last 5 years. Kentucky fans spend a lot of money for tickets, lodging, and food. Kentucky not even be playing in the semifinals on Saturday is a huge disappointment.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
Did you know that there are over 3.5 million visitors to Lake Barkley? And did you know that approximately 17 million people visit Land Between the Lakes National Recreation Area every year? What are you waiting for? Make your plans now to visit Western Kentucky's best lakes, the best outdoor recreation area around, the friendliest people, amazing food, and more. We can't wait to see you. Find out more at GoCadiz.com. That's GoCadiz.com.
Do I think Kentucky will win the SEC tournament? It could happen, but my guess will be no, based on the past few years and this team's tendency at times to lose focus. However, I think it is more important that Kentucky just continues to play well. If the Cats win the tournament, great. If they don't win, but get beat by a team that plays a great game, then no big deal. But if the Cats throw in a stinker like they have been doing in recent SEC tournaments, that will be a huge concern for me looking ahead to the NCAA tournament.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Jan Briscoe from Royalty Florist and Gifts.
I still do interior design, so we can help you out with from your home decor, or we have our own website, royaltyfloraldesigns.com. Go there and some of our own personal designs that can help you select something that's just right for you. Phone number is 734-3339, 734-3339, and our website is royaltyfloraldesigns.com. So any of your major wire services that are out there, contact them, 1-800-FLOWERS, and they'll make sure that we get the order.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. 4 Kentucky basketball players have received SEC honors. Antonio Reeves is a member of the first team. Reed Shepard was on the second team and was named the conference's Freshman of the Year. Shepard, Rob Dillingham, and DJ Wagner were on the all-freshman team. Number 9, Kentucky sees its first action in the men's SEC tourney in Nashville Friday. Cats face the winner, the Texas A&M Ole Miss matchup, Friday night at 7 on Z105. SEC men's action begins
It is a big Wednesday in sports. I'm Scott Fitzgerald. Let's get you caught up around the Commonwealth right here on the Kentucky News Network. Well, Louisville basketball reportedly is moving on from its head coach. Reports are surfacing that Kenny Payne is expected to be let go by the school. The men's basketball team cashed out of the first round of the ACC tournament yesterday following a 94-85 loss to NC State. The Cardinals finished the season at 8-24 and went just 3-17 in conference play. Payne owns a record of 12-52 in 2 years at Louisville. He is expected to be owed about $8 million after signing a 6-year contract before the 2022-2023 season. More postseason honors are rolling in for the Kentucky Wildcat men's basketball team as senior guard Antonio Reeves was named an All-American by the Sporting News. Reeves and the Cats have a couple of days before they get going at the SEC tournament Friday as a 2 seed. They will meet the winner of tomorrow's 7-10 Texas A&M Ole Miss matchup. Meanwhile, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers are off to Huntsville, Alabama as a 3:30.
Danville Christian Academy makes its first ever appearance in the girls' Sweet 16 tomorrow night when they face Cooper at 8:30 on Z105. Last night in the boys' 12th Region Championship, Pulaski County down Somerset 70-48. The Maroons play Trinity of Region 7 next Thursday night at 6 in Rupp Arena.
I'm going to repeat Steve's sports broadcast because it was interrupted by another KNN.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. 4 Kentucky basketball players have received SEC honors. Antonio Reeves is a member of the first team. Reed Shepard was on the second team and was named the conference's Freshman of the Year. Shepard, Rob Dillingham, and DJ Wagner were on the all-freshman team. Number 9, Kentucky sees its first action in the men's SEC tourney in Nashville Friday. Cats face the winner, the Texas A&M Ole Miss matchup, Friday night at 7 on Z105. SEC men's action begins in Bridgestone Arena tonight, starting with Vanderbilt and Arkansas at 7, followed by Georgia and Missouri. Kentucky Athletic Director Mitch Barnhart says they are conducting a nationwide search for a new women's head basketball coach after Kyra Elsie was released from her job Monday. Elsie's teams were 61-60 in their 4 years at UK, and sources have told CBS Sports that Louisville will fire Kenny Payne when the team returns from the ACC tournament. U of L fell to NC State yesterday, 94-85. The girls' Sweet 16 tips off this morning at 11 in Rupp Arena with Bowling Green and Owsley County, followed by McCracken County and Russell at 1:30. Tonight at 6, it'll be Anderson County versus Butler, followed by Franklin County versus North Laurel at 8:30. Danville Christian Academy makes its first ever appearance in the girls' Sweet 16 tomorrow night when they face Cooper at 8:30 on Z105. Last night in the boys' 12th Region Championship, Pulaski County down Somerset 70-48. The Maroons play Trinity of Region 7 next Thursday night at 6 in Rupp Arena. 5 more teams have earned berths in the men's NCAA tournament by winning conference tournaments. They are College of Charleston, Oakland, Wagner, South Dakota State, and St. Mary's. Morehead State's the only state school which is qualified for the big dance. And that's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has rock to go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips, too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday.
Call 859-715-7575.
They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
Here's Robin at the Mercer County Public Library.
Right here at 109 West Lexington Street. Come and visit us Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Give us a call, 859-734-3680. And if you want to quickly get to a staff member, press 2. You do not have to pay fines. We just need the book back. Copies, we've reduced the price on that. Any size paper you have, whether it's black and white or whether it's color, it's 10 cents per side.
At the Mercer County Public Library.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
This is Goldie Goldsmith McNary, inviting you to join me each week for What's Happening Goldie, a talk show that features interesting people about interesting things. We'll learn how to stay healthy and keep fit, and we'll explore the world of entertainment. So join me for What's Happening Goldie.
What's Happening Goldie every Wednesday at 10:05 a.m. and Saturday at 8:30 a.m. on WHBN 1420 a.m. and 99.5 FM.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Arnold Family MedSave Pharmacy, saving you on all your prescription drugs. Located on South College Street across from Pizza Hut. Arnold Family MedSave Pharmacy.
We got a slight chance of showers between 8 and 2. Sunny, high of 70 tonight. Chance of showers after 8, mostly clear, low of 51. We got a chance of showers mainly after 2 tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 74, wind gust to 21. Tomorrow night, chance of showers and thunderstorms, and showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 2, mostly cloudy with a low of 58, wind gust to 25, new rainfall miles between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Showers and a possible thunderstorm on Friday, high of 68, wind gust to 24, new rainfall miles between 1/2 and 3/4 inch possible. Right now, we have 43 degrees under sunny skies at 8:22. We will not be joined this morning by Kathy Aiken from the Mercer County Healthy Department. She is not available, so we will we will carry on by request with a little Bob Seger, Old Time Rock and Roll.
Just take those old records off the shelf. I sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco. You'll never even get me out on the floor. In 10 minutes I'll be late for the door. I like that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes my soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time rock and roll. Won't go to hear 'em play a tango. I'd rather hear some blues or funky old soul. There's only one sure way to get me to go. Stop playing old time rock and roll. Call me a relic, call me what you will. Say I'm old fashioned, say I'm over the hill. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes my soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time rock and roll. Oh. Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes my soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes my soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes my soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time rock and roll. Still like that old time rock and roll.
All my life I've been a cowboy in my heart. Every western hero on the screen's been with me from the start, riding high and showing me the way. And they've been there with me through my toughest times. We'd ride out to the boundaries, but we'd never cross those lines. And that's a code that I'm still living by today. The code of the West was black and white, the good guys and the bad. You would always know who's wrong or right by the color of their hat. Now there aren't so many happy trails I've ridden, some you wouldn't want to see. They don't go off into the sunset, and they don't run from sea to shining sea. Now it's good to see the bad guys on the run, while our modern day heroes show them how the West was won, on their trail till they bring the last one down. We could use a few more cowboys here today, a few more days of reckoning, and a lot I've ridden some you wouldn't want to see. They don't go off into the sunset, and they don't run from sea to shining sea. Sunset, and they don't run from sea to shining sea. All my life I've been a cowboy in my heart.
Clint Black, Code of the West, and by request. Before that, it was Bob Seger, Old Time Rock and Roll. We're coming up at 8:29, 8:30. We'll have news from KNN. We'll have your local news, your weather forecast. And let's see, what else have we got coming up? We will have Rockin' Robin from the Mercer Library, random facts from David Hopewell. Let's see. Once something becomes known as a name, no matter how that came to be, those names are very rarely changed, but that won't stop the internet from fantasizing. In one online forum, someone asked, what is badly named and what's a better name for it? And people had a lot of fun with these. Here's some of our favorites. Dentures should be called substitutes. Contractions should be birthquakes. Any bacon alternative should be fakin'. Iceland should be called Greenland, and Greenland should be called Iceland. Similarly, a driveway should be called a parkway. A parkway should be called a driveway. Someone suggested a garbage men should be nicknamed pickup artists, and pickup artists should be called garbage men. Jet skis should be boat cycles. Astronomers should be called skynists. Donuts should be sugar bagels. Milk should be called cereal sauce. Couch should be human shelf. And hemorrhoids should be asteroids.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International Airport is being recognized as one of the top mid-sized airports. The ranking from the Airports Council International is based on a survey of over 600,000 travelers using criteria that includes ease of check-in, cleanliness, and how easy it is for a passenger to find their way around. CVG is ranked among airports that see between 5 and 15 million passengers. The airport is being awarded for being in the top 20% for overall satisfaction. Congressman Morgan McGarvey is honoring the first responders who rescued a truck driver from a bridge crash in Louisville.
No firefighter acts alone. They train as a team, they work as a team, and it took all of Rescue Company 2 working together to save this semi-driver. But ultimately, it was firefighter Bryce Carden, who was the fearless first responder lowered off the bridge from the back of a fire truck to perform the daring rescue that brought the truck's driver back to safety.
In a speech on the House floor, McGarvey thanked them for their bravery and dedicated service. He singled out Bryce Carden, the Louisville firefighter who was lowered off the bridge to rescue the driver. Another measure aimed at regulating artificial intelligence across Kentucky is moving ahead.
There being 36 yeas, 2 nays, Senate Bill 317 as amended is passed.
Senator Whitney Westerfield's Senate Bill 317 aims to protect the names, voices, and likenesses of artists.
This creates a civil cause of action for people who use an AI-generated or an AI platform of any particular variety to create a digital depiction of someone's voice, likeness, performance, or image in some way for commercial gain.
Last week, Kentuckian and country music artist Eddie Montgomery joined Westerfield to speak in support of the legislation. The full Senate passed the measure 36-2 and sent SB 317 to the House. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A Danville native was honored at this week's City Commission meeting. Casey Lanham was given the Outstanding Citizen Award for extraordinary life-saving action for an incident that happened earlier this year. It happened in a public restroom where Lanham found an unresponsive man in that public restroom who appeared to be suffering from an overdose. She immediately called 911 and promptly began CPR, which saved that man's life. Lanham was honored by the Danville City Commission and Danville 911 Center, and it's a reminder to all citizens to become CPR certified. Atmos Energy is set to replace pipes in Danville. The project, which is set to begin this Friday, will replace bare steel pipes with new high-density polyethylene pipes, or HDPE. Atmos will replace over 8,000 feet of bare steel with these new pipes, as well as 141 service lines, which are the lines from the street to the meter. There will be multiple streets that will have those projects done on them. US 127 from Maple Tree Place to just north of Bob Allen. Sunset Drive from US 127 to Hillcrest. Hillcrest from 127 to Park Lawn, including Park Lawn, Cross Hill, Alton, Boyd, Vinson, and Craig Road. Atmos projects the $820,000 project should conclude sometime in September. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Pack your bags. We're going to take you on a musical journey like no other with Take 3. They'll be at the Boyle County Performing Arts Center Thursday, March 14th at 7 p.m. That's where rock meets Bach. This unique trio of violin, cello, and piano brings together the power and energy of rock music with the sophistication and beauty of classical Bach. Experience a fusion of styles that'll leave you breathless and wanting more. With their virtuosic performances and electrifying stage presence, Take 3 is a must-see show that'll thrill audiences of all ages. Don't you dare miss it. It will be Thursday, March 14th at 7 p.m. Boyle County Performing Arts Center, Take 3. Classically infusing the favorites of the Beatles, Bieber, or Coldplay. Take 3 are nothing short of exhilarating and have electrified audiences for years. Take 3, Boyle County Performing Arts Center, Thursday, March 14th, 7 p.m. The Boyle County Performing Arts Center is located at 315 Cunningham Way, Boyle County Middle School.
Here are the obituaries. Michael Allen Mike Dean, age 62 of Lawrenceburg, died Sunday. A private service will be held. Ransdell Funeral Chapel is in charge of the arrangements. Carolyn Holler, age 82 of Harrodsburg, died last Thursday. She was the widow of Sidney Holler. Visitation is this Sunday from 2 at the time of the service at 4 o'clock at Ransdell Funeral Chapel. And those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
Wake up to a treat that's more than cereal. Big Deals Online Store is throwing a breakfast party. Break away from your boring breakfast routine with Wendy's new breakfast burrito. Visit hometownlive.net's Big Deals Online Store and click the link to enter the Wendy's Breakfast Bash giveaway. A scrumptious mix of breakfast burritos, seasoned fries, and more are up for grabs. You could win a Wendy's breakfast party for 25 people in your office from Wendy's and Hometown Radio Network. Enter now at hometownlive.net. Click on the Big Deals Online Store link. You'll feel sunny side up all day long. No purchase necessary to register. Sign up once a day to increase your odds to win. It's going to be a delicious good time. Sign up your office by this Friday to win.
Hey everybody, this is Derek Gray with the Mercer County Tourist Commission, and we are excited for our new app, Visit Mercer County KY. Head on over to the App Store, type in Visit Mercer County KY. You should see the new city logo with the navy background and the white H. Home screen here has attractions, food and drink, lodging, to-do, events, my plan, login, notifications, and tutorials. We are excited about the app, and whether you're a local or a visitor, we hope this enhances your experience when you come to Mercer County.
Lockridge Park is now open with their unique lodging and event facilities. Matt, what do you think about the place?
A catering place that you could have weddings and events. It is extremely nice. This is already here for you. You could just walk in, it looks nice, and then you can leave. That's my kind of camping.
I was blown away. It's like a 5-star hotel room. They have a hot tub. I mean, it's awesome. They've got Conestoga wagons you can stay in.
The view we see right behind us, you can actually see the
right
lake.
Next to Lake Harrington in Garrett County overlooking Danville. I might come here tomorrow.
Visit lockridgepark.com.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
Addiction does not discriminate. Anyone that's struggling with substance use can call in to us. Call 8338-KY-HELP. People are struggling and they need hope and compassion and to know they're not alone. All you have to do is pick up the phone. Call 8338-KY-HELP. And on the other side of that phone is endless hope and endless help.
Kentucky is here to help you. Call 8338-KY-HELP or visit the website findhelpnowky.org to begin your journey to recovery. Paid for by the Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy.
This WHBN weather forecast is a service of Northgate Medical Group. Dr. Richard Dart, APRNs Mackenzie Record, and Virginia Morris are accepting new patients at 859-734-3482.
Thank you, Sarah. We got a slight chance of showers between 8 and 2 today. Sunny, high of 70. Chance of showers after 8 tonight, mostly clear, low of 51. Chance of showers tomorrow, mainly after 2, mostly sunny, high of 74, wind gust to 21. Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Then showers likely, possible thunderstorm after 2, mostly cloudy with a low of 58, wind gust to 25. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Then on Friday, showers and a possible thunderstorm, high of 68, wind gust to 24. New rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 of an inch possible. Right now under sunny skies, we have 43 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:39. Want to remind you that Happy Easter from DQ Grill and Chill. The 19th, that is next Tuesday, they've got a confetti cone dip, free cone day, first day of spring. Dip it for $1. And for the kids at CMN Hospital, all right? Easter cake for any occasion. Don't forget, if you have a birthday or anniversary, the free DQ cupcake on your birthday or wedding anniversary. Senior discount, 10% off all regular price items. If you're 55 or older, exclude soft-served items. You have to ask for your senior discount, okay? And they also have the breakfast on DoorDash now. They have mobile app, mobile drive-through, mobile pickup, mobile curbside, and DoorDash. So there's something always in store, cooking for you at your Harrisburg DQ Grill and Chill. Let's do one of these right now, and here it is.
Country and more. WHBN. I love my calendar girl. Yeah, sweet calendar girl. I love my calendar girl. Each and every day of the year. January, you start the year off fine. February, you're my little Valentine. March, I'm gonna march you down the aisle. April, you're the Easter bunny when you smile. Yeah, yeah, my heart
Neil Sedaka, calendar girl, as he is 85 years old today. Now we're going to... Uh-oh. Is this Rockin' Robin?
It is, and good morning to Radio Rick.
Well, Rockin' Robin, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I still would like a little bit warmer weather, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to get it warmed up for you. It's going to be 70 today.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, it sounds better, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So, right.
Well, how is the library booking?
Well, we're doing fairly well. Folks just keep coming in, and we're glad to see everybody. And just so folks know, our the quilt that has been up during the Black History Month is still up on its last few days. So come on down and see that in person, we'll say. But you will have a treat coming up probably in next Friday's paper. There will be a feature of the quilt and the artist who did it. So look forward to that in Harrodsburg Herald coming up. So also, we've got a few other things coming up on Thursday, which that happens to be tomorrow, doesn't it? So it's Lunch and Learn, which is a gardening program, or Gardening 101, we can say. And that's a pretty neat program. Jessica Bresson is here will be here from the Extension Office. And, of course, she's, the horticulture agent. And she's going to be sort of talking about some basics of gardening and starting seeds. And don't forget, we have a seed library, and it's in one of the old card catalog cabinets that we have at one of the main library against the front wall. I call it the Lexington Street wall. And you can check those drawers and see what kind of seeds are in there, and maybe you can add them to your collection. And they're just free for the taking. But if you come to the program at 12 noon on the 14th, Jessica will give you some great ideas on how to get those things going. So that's something fun for Thursday. And then also on, let me make sure I get the right dates. I don't want to mess up here. On Saturday the 16th, this is a program called Tribute to Valor and Courage. And it's going to be a program done by Rick Lee. That's a title to the book that he has done. And he has spent some time with veterans. Of course, he's a veteran himself, but he's visited many World War II veterans across our country, and he shares this information. And this will be over at our History Research Center, which is a very appropriate place for something like this. So that's Saturday the 16th at 2 p.m. in the History Research Center.
And related to that, Rick Lee is going to be my guest after the 9 o'clock news this morning.
Oh, I bet he'll talk about it. Or I hope he does.
Yeah, he will.
Or you can ask him maybe.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, very good. Let's see. And something, I forgot. I didn't really forget. I just got it on the wrong schedule here. Also on the 16th, this is an interesting thing. There is going to be what they're calling a cold, C-O-L-D, reading of a 1-hour play. And the title of the play is The Trial of James Bridges. Now, this play was actually written by David Kirkpatrick, who is, our assistant director here at the library. And it will be part of a presentation during the 250th celebration. But this is the group of the people that are actually going to be performing the play. And what they're going to do is they're going to do just the reading of it. And it says, the description says that all participants that hear the dialogue out loud can help make changes, or just get a sneak preview of what it is to come, and when they do it in June. So if you've ever wanted to help with the dialogue of a play, here's a good opportunity. So that's on the 16th at 3:30, and I think that's here in the meeting room in the main library. So that sounds like a new experience to me.
Yes.
Would not have done anything like that, but of course you'll be meeting the actors. Actually, they'll be the ones doing the reading, so you'll sort of get a heads up on things. Then let's see, what else have we got? We've got something for teens, and that jumps until next week on the 19th. Teen Writers is at 6 p.m. And they always have some sort of topic to talk about that teens are interested in, and then they're working on developing those writing skills, and then they share their work. So we encourage any teenagers to come on down and be part of that group. Of course, tax forms are always needed at this point in time, and we can print those for you if you know what you need. And don't forget, I always say, we definitely are not tax experts, so don't ask us how to do your taxes. We would not necessarily know, but we can sure try to provide you with the forms that you need. And also, I think we've talked about before that we have a very unique art exhibit right now that's by Deshana Perkins, and it's going to be here several more days. But beware, it's going to be gone before too long. And if you haven't seen it, you need to come see it. It's truly unique. It deals more with using fiber and crystals and glass beads and some really interesting mask type of things. It's not your typical what you think of when you think of an art exhibit. You think of, maybe watercolors or collages with paper or oil paintings. This is not that at all. It's very intriguing. So just tell folks to check that out when they're in the library or make a special trip to see it. So I think that about wraps us up, but you could always check our website for information on every program that we have. Of course, every Friday, we still have toddler tales and preschools. So that's, with Miss Kelsey. So those are special times for children. So I guess, other than being here 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday, I guess that wraps it up, Rick.
All right. Well, we will wrap it up with this bow, all right?
Okay.
Hello, everybody. This is David Hopewell with State Farm Insurance. Welcome to Random Facts with Radio Rick.
All right. Are you ready for some random facts?
Absolutely.
Marcus Notch Persson, a man who created Minecraft, didn't graduate high school. Instead, he spent most of his time learning programming online. Now he's a member of the Swedish chapter of Mensa.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
Talk about self-taught.
Sir Mix-a-Lot was inspired to write Baby Got Back when he saw skinny women with small butts in a Bud Light commercial featuring the party dog Spuds McKenzie. Remember Spuds?
Maybe not as well as most people.
Okay. Spuds McKenzie. I think he had like a sort of like a circle around his eye. I can't remember what kind of a dog he was. Anyway, he said it was meant to be an anti-establishment fight song for women, and, quote, guys like me, he never thought it'd be popular. Spuds McKenzie. I forgot about him.
Spuds McKenzie.
Yeah.
Wonder how he got that name.
Spuds. I don't know. It'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah.
Because it's Spuds, I think of potatoes. I don't think of beer.
That's right. Yeah. Maybe it's the foam from beer or something.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe that's it.
The Terminator is the only character that made AFI's lists of the 50 best heroes in movie history and the 50 best villains.
Oh, goodness. That's a dichotomy, isn't
Yes.
it?
Nazi Germany surrendered in World War II on President Truman's birthday, May 8th.
Oh. That would be, I guess, a nice birthday present.
Yeah, nice present for him, wasn't it?
Yes.
And Corinthian leather doesn't have any connection to the Greek city Corinth. It was invented and produced in Newark, New Jersey.
Fine. That's something very new to me. Corinthian leather.
Corinthian leather. I've heard of it, but I didn't exactly know what it, what it was.
Right. So, wonder if it's synthetic leather or is it Really?
I have to Google that and see. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked that question, should I?
All right. Well, that's all I've got to retort back at you, Rockin' Robin.
All right. Well, thank you. As
Yes.
you say, they are very interesting facts.
Yes, they are very random. Some of them are too.
Yes.
Especially old spuds.
There you go. Well, thank you, Rick, so much for letting us share with things going on at the library.
Sure.
We really appreciate it.
All right. And we look forward to talking again next Wednesday.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye. That was Rockin' Robin from the Mercer Public Library at 8:53 and a half.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks in Harrodsburg.
Good service is just as important as quality. And at B&L Jewelers, you get both. Competitive prices and exceptional service for every customer. Find the perfect bridal and engagement rings. Or better yet, B&L Jewelers will help you custom design your rings so that you can create something unique to express your love. We carry fine jewelry and watches, including Citizens and Bulova. Or we can special order whatever you need. We also buy gold and silver. And we offer 6-month layaway with no fees. We do all our jewelry repairs in-house. So stop in today for a free jewelry cleaning and diamond inspection on the corner of Houstonville Road and Highway 150 in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Online at bnljewelers.com. Find us on Facebook.
Put the headset on. Listen to my puppet. Weekday morning. 6 to 10 WHBN.
I love little baby ducks, old pickup trucks, slow-moving trains, and rain. I love little country streams, sleep without dreams, Sunday school in May, and hay. And I love you too. I love leaves in the wind, pictures of my friends, birds of the world, and squirrels. I love coffee in a cup, little fuzzy pups, old TV shows, and snow. And I love you too. I love honest open smiles, kisses from a child, tomatoes on the vine, and onions. I love winners when they cry, losers when they try, music when it's good, and life. And I love you too.
Big Don, Big Don.
Every morning at the office, you can see him arrive. He stands 6'2" and weighs 195. Now, some don't like him, some think he's hip, but all agree he gives a lot of lip. Big Don. Big Don. Big Don. Big Bad Don. The Donald. Big Don. Now it's no secret where the money came from. He appeared on the scene with a mighty sum. He doesn't smoke, never had a drink, but about that hair, his barber stinks, Big Don. Now the road to the White House is muddy and rough. If you want to win, you gotta talk tough. Lay your cards on the table, think with your gut. Make America great, who cares if you're a nut? Big Don. Big Don. Big Don. Big Bad Don. Big Don. Then came the day of the big debate. He was number one. Must have been fate. Bush was praying, so was Cruz. Trump got applause, they got booed, except Don. Then Megyn Kelly stepped up to the plate. She asked Big Don, is it women you hate? Don just smiled, said, it's not true. Maybe Rosie O'Donnell, but certainly not you. Big Don, Big Bad Don, Big Don. Well, he came out a winner, went up in the polls. People love this guy, the young and the old. Will he stay on top? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, he's gonna raise some hell, Big Don. Got his own jet plane, plays golf all day, rolls on like a tank, nothing gets in his way. He's got swagger and juice, tries to play fair. Now if he just do something with that frickin' hair. Big Don. Big Don, Big Bad Don, Big Don. Now there's a long, long time till that November date. Who knows what'll happen? We'll just have to wait. But this I can say without a doubt. This guy has got a big, big mouth. Big Don. Big Don, Big Don. Big Bad Don, Big Don, Trump Tower, Big Don.
You're getting it on WHBN, Harrodsburg. It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. House Republicans will vote today on a bill that could ban TikTok in the U.S. The bill would require the app's Chinese parent company ByteDance to sell to an American owner in an attempt to address national security concerns. President Biden said Friday he would sign the bill into law. The political stage is set, and it will be a rematch for the White House in 2024. President Biden and former President Trump each clinched their respective parties' nomination Tuesday. Trump had this to say.
Now we have to get back to work because we have the worst president in the history of our country. His name is Joe Biden, sometimes referred to as Crooked Joe Biden, and he must be defeated.
Biden, for his part, issued a statement warning that freedom and democracy are at risk here at home, and in a way they haven't been since the Civil War. Recent polls show the two essentially dead even in the race for office in November. More than a dozen House Democrats are voting to denounce President Biden's border policy. Mark Mayfield with the story.
On Tuesday, 14 Democrats voted with Republicans to back a resolution that accuses both Biden and Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas of creating the worst border security crisis in the nation's history. The resolution also claims Biden purposely violated United States immigration law and systematically dismantled effective border security measures and interior immigration enforcement. Last month, House Republicans rejected Biden's bipartisan bill that included border security reform.
Lawyers for a Boeing whistleblower who was found dead are speaking out. The body of 62-year-old John Barnett was found outside a South Carolina hotel over the weekend, though the coroner's office said Barnett's death was a result of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His attorney said they did not see any indication that Barnett would take his own life. Stock futures are little change before the opening bell. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Inc. card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more with yours. Real business owners compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
An associate to Jeffrey Epstein is trying to get her sex trafficking conviction and sentencing overturned. More from Scott Pringle.
Ghislaine Maxwell was given 20 years in prison for recruiting and grooming underage girls who billionaire Jeffrey Epstein sexually abused. On Tuesday, Maxwell asked a federal appeals court in New York to toss her conviction on the argument that she was given immunity through federal prosecutors in Florida back in 2007. However, prosecutors argued that the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan has no obligation to honor our prior agreement. Maxwell is currently serving time in prison following her 2021 conviction.
In California, police are on the hunt for a homeless man who attacked a 6-year-old girl in Santa Monica. This woman, a friend of the girl's family, saw it happen outside an ice cream shop on Sunday night.
A man who was sitting on a bench turned and swung and hit my friend's 6-year-old child in the face.
The girl was hit so hard she fell to the ground. Witnesses say Sunday night's attack was completely unprovoked. The man is facing child abuse and assault charges. The girl is recovering at home. The NHL will head overseas for the start of the 2024-25 season. Paul DeCastro with more.
The league announced the New Jersey Devils and Buffalo Sabres will play 2 games at the O2 Arena in Prague, Czechia on October 4th and 5th. It's part of the NHL's Global Series. In November, the Dallas Stars and Florida Panthers will square off 2 times in Finland. It'll be the 11th time the NHL travels to Europe to play regular season games.
A California congressman is honoring the late pop icon Selena on the House floor. In honor of Women's History Month, Democrat Robert Garcia said few artists have helped shape American and Latin music like Selena. He called her the queen of Tejano music. She was killed by her fan club president in 1995. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A Danville native was honored at this week's City Commission meeting. Casey Lanham was given the Outstanding Citizen Award for extraordinary life-saving action for an incident that happened earlier this year. It happened in a public restroom where Lanham found an unresponsive man in that public restroom who appeared to be suffering from an overdose. She immediately called 911 and promptly began CPR, which saved that man's life. Lanham was honored by the Danville City Commission and Danville 911 Center, and it's a reminder to all citizens to become CPR certified. Atmos Energy is set to replace pipes in Danville. The project, which is set to begin this Friday, will replace bare steel pipes with new high-density polyethylene pipes, or HDPE. Atmos will replace over 8,000 feet of bare steel with these new pipes, as well as 141 service lines, which are the lines from the street to the meter. There will be multiple streets that will have those projects done on them. US 127 from Maple Tree Place to just north of Bob Allen. Sunset Drive from US 127 to Hillcrest. Hillcrest from 127 to Park Lawn, including Park Lawn, Cross Hill, Alton, Boyd, Vinson, and Craig Road. Atmos projects the $820,000 project should conclude sometime in September. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Now available at Farmers National Bank, free checking and a free gift. Simply open a new Farmers National Bank personal or business checking account and receive a free gift. Minimum required deposit is only $50. We make the process fast and easy. Call 866-888-0220 or stop into one of our 12 convenient locations. Farmers National Bank, with locations in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Perryville, Stanford, Liberty, and Middleburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
CC Auto Parts and Service.
CC Auto Parts and Service is open for your service and parts needs. CC Auto Parts and Service are offering pickup and delivery for all your auto repairs as well as parts. They have a pay over the phone option if needed. CC Auto Parts and Service are concerned for everyone's well-being and are doing their best at keeping a sanitary and healthy environment. Give them a call at 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg, 540 North College Street next to Timmy's 5 Point. Shop and save with Howard Carpenter.
We got a slight chance of showers between 8 and 2 today. Sunny, high of 70. Tonight, got a chance of showers after 8. Mostly clear, low of 51. Tomorrow, chance of showers mainly after 2. Mostly sunny, high of 74. Wind gust up to 21. Hang on to your hat and your hair if you got it. Tomorrow night, chance of showers and thunderstorms, and showers likely. Possible thunderstorm after 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low of 58. Wind gust to 25. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Showers and a possible thunderstorm on Friday with a high of 68. Wind gust to 24. New rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 of an inch possible. Partly sunny Saturday, high of 62. Chance of showers Sunday, partly sunny, high of 59. Chance of showers Monday, mostly sunny, high of 49. Mostly sunny Tuesday, high of 47. Right now, we have sunny skies, 44 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:08 and a half. Good Wednesday hump day to you. This is the 13th day of March. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you on WHBN AM and FM, hometownlive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, and road situations are welcome at 859-734-4321, 734-4321. Birthdays for today, we have Matt Cochran, Mike Ross, Chris Snyder, David Baskett, Julia Warren, Rob Wells, Blake Hobson, Wilbur Dunn, and Marge Henry.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from Martina McBride. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Martina, for stopping by to sing happy birthday to our birthday-ers. DQ ice cream cake giveaway again Friday morning before 10 o'clock. For those having a birthday or anniversary between the 9th and 15th, we have Cannon Buchanan, Melissa Collier, and Alma Garcieta. All signed up to win. And you're a winner here because we have been joined by author Rick Lee. Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, Rick.
Rick to Rick.
My
yeah.
namesake.
Yes. Hey, I don't know if you knew this or not, but today is National Open an Umbrella Indoors Day. Now, have you ever heard that was unlucky to open an umbrella indoors?
That has been the saying I'm familiar with.
Okay. They don't walk under a ladder.
That's right.
Okay.
Stay away from black
Especially if
cats.
somebody's painting. National Canine Veterans Day.
Oh, okay.
National Jewel Day.
National Jewel Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this should be every day. National Good Samaritan Day.
Every day.
Every day should be a good day.
We could always do something.
Yes. Here's the life hack for you, Rick. When grocery shopping, did you know the cheapest items will be in the top and bottom shelves, not at eye level?
Yes, that is a marketing scheme.
Yes, it is. And impulse items, they put strategically in and around.
Absolutely, and they always put the candy out by the counter for the kids.
Oh,
right?
yeah, and the big kids, too.
Yes.
We all love it. Here's your positive thought. Great deeds are usually wrought of great risks.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
Well, Rick Lee, catch us back up on a little background on Rick Lee. And first off, thank you for your service as a veteran. And give us a little background on Rick Lee, if you will.
Thanks, Rick. So, again, I am a Chicago native, so I'm I guess a transplanted Southerner. Was born and raised there, ended up going south to school. I initially went to college at the University of Alabama. Also Rolled Tide there, and was commissioned as an Army officer. Spent my first duty station at the 101st Airborne, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, with the Screaming Eagles. And went to graduate school while I was there, and subsequently was sent overseas and out of Germany, was deployed to the Middle East for the first Gulf War. So,
wow.
After I finished my tenure there, I came to Kentucky and worked at a company in Harrodsburg, Corning, for about 12 years. So that's what brought me to the region.
Now, you've written books.
Mm-hmm.
What has been the driving force behind you wanting to write books?
Yeah, that's a good question, Rick. So the impetus for particularly the World War II genre has been that my father was a World War II vet, so I'm a second-generation vet, and for some reason, I was always fascinated by. I remember playing in my parents' closet when I was young, and his Navy uniform was in there, and it was just something that caught my eye at about 8 or 9 years old. And so, flash forward after sports, I got involved in the military. My father, ironically, had asked me, "Have you ever thought about the military?" And I said, "No, Pop, absolutely not." But when I thought about all the qualities and the expectations there, esprit de corps, just challenges, being consistent and disciplined. It had all the attributes that I think I was looking for in a career. So that's what drew me into that. And so I used to always watch World War II stuff, old
Movies
boom
and
movies, and read books.
documentaries
And
and
I was
different
watching
things, yeah.
something on the History Channel, and it was like a light bulb that went off and said, "You know what? You know some of these people. So why don't you start documenting it?" And initially I was thinking that I would do about 4 people. My father had a neighbor, and then a couple of couples at my church. And people started feeding me stories. So it started mushrooming, and I guess it kind of cascaded into what became my first book.
So how many books have you on your second book now?
Yes, this is a reprint of my first book, but I'm on my second book right now, and I've already interviewed probably 15 candidates or so, and I have a wish list of other people that I want to go out and interview.
Now, do you have anything in your book or books talking about your experiences in Germany in the Gulf War, and any people that you were able to maybe reach out and find again to talk to?
Yeah, I hadn't talked at all really about Gulf War because my focus was so much on World War II vets. So
right.
At the time I first started, I think we were losing about 1,000 a day, World War II vets. Now that number's slowed down considerably, but there's a lot less of them left as well. I think out of 16 million, there's probably 200,000 or so left.
Wow.
So it's still about 400 a day. But interestingly enough, there are a lot of centurions that are alive and doing well.
Yeah.
Right now. So.
Yeah, it seems like during simpler times when we didn't have all these new gadgets and new things that seems like we're exposed to, that they didn't seem to have some of the diseases and some of the challenges that we face now.
Absolutely, Rick. And they didn't really have, a sedentary life, at least for the first parts of their lives. A lot of them farmed, and even if you were a city boy or gal, you worked in a store, you moved stuff around. And so I think that, and having gone through the Depression and really dealing with adversity at a very young age helped those folks. And they just have a different constitution, I think, than what we have today.
Oh yeah, and it's such a different work ethic than it is, and not to down everybody, but it just seems like sort of the younger generation just doesn't have that work ethic as our parents and hopefully us have. Especially, I mean, going to the military, you had to have a work ethic and a real need for a direction in your life. And that's, looking back, I graduated when I was 17. Mm-hmm. If you could go back and look at things differently, I could have gotten out of the military at 37, been in 20 years.
Right.
And you go back and just say, man, I just wonder, what if I would have done that?
Right. There's always the what if. I did 8.5 years. I was at a kind of a pivotal point in my military career. So I was a senior captain in line for consideration as a major. But I had 2 kids at the time, and my wife had came over to Germany. I kind of left her there. We had as a commander, we had a chance to see each other for 7 days where we had a sort of a leadership conference together. And then I was gone in the field for 70 days. And then I came home and said, oh, by the way, dear, it'll be a while before we go overseas due to this conflict in the Middle East. And probably less than a month later, I was wheels up on my way to the Middle East. So I felt like it was a family decision. She never really pushed me into it, but I was at a pivotal point where I said, if I continue on this way, what am I asking my wife to go through? But I definitely enjoyed my time in the military, and it taught me so much. And when times are challenging, I look back to that, and it really helps write me along with these stories of World War II veterans.
You know, the other side of that for me is I wouldn't have had my son if I had been in the military. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's the good news of it. Hey, we're going to talk about your book signing coming up Saturday, and we'll do that after we pay a few bills. Can you hang around?
I can do that.
All right, very good. My guest is Rick Lee, author, and he's got a couple of neat military books I think you're going to be interested in. We'll talk more with Rick Lee right after these on WHBN AM and FM. It's 918.
My name is Chase Harrington, and I'm from Nicholsville, Kentucky. I've been singing for about 7 years. When I got into performance, I came to Studio G. I've been learning how to look good on stage, how to bring out my voice more in the songs that I sing, how to get confidence. I hear an immense difference in my voice compared to when I started coming here.
Studio G is the performing arts place. To learn more, call 859-734-4394. Studio G. The G stands for growth.
Catch these savings at your Harrodsburg Napa. Evercraft 11-piece combination wrench set SAE polished chrome, $43.99. Castro GTX motor oil, 10W40, full synthetic, 5 quarts for $43.49. Xerox cooling system antifreeze, 1 gallon price, $13.99. Rain-X Latitude water repellency wiper blades, 24-inch, $13.49. Gear Up cargo mat universal in black, $37.49. Your one-stop shop for savings is at your Harrodsburg Napa, located at North College Street. Don't forget to sign up for your money-saving Napa rewards.
Harrisburg Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto center providing a wide range of tire and auto care services. They provide customers with tires of all brands and sizes. Harrisburg Tire and Automotive can accommodate vehicles from small cars to dually trucks. They offer a lot of auto maintenance services, including brakes, front-end work, alignments, engine repairs, computer diagnostics, tune-ups, oil changes, and so much more. North College Street next to Napa. Give them a call, 734-4563, 734-4563 for Harrisburg Tire.
It's back, it's better, new owners and new style. In Danville on Stewart's Lane, it's the new Papa's Truck Stop.
Say what?
Open 24 hours for any time chicken, pizza, and snack bar always hits the spot. It's the new Papa's Truck Stop on Stewart's Lane in Danville.
All right, it is 9:20. My guest is author Rick Lee. And Rick, tell us about this new book. And you're going to be at the Mercer County Library this Saturday. At what time?
Yes, so it'll actually be at the Mercer County History Research Center, which is adjacent to the library.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a new, I think, the new wing of the library.
Yes, and so there I'll be covering some of the stories of a remake of my old book and talk about some new veterans that are interviewed coming in from my new book, upcoming book. As well. So I've been privileged, like I mentioned in a previous interview, to have interviewed veterans from all across the country. I was fortunate enough to interview the last known living American World War I veteran, which was really a treat.
Yes.
So, interviewed Mr. Frank Woodruff Buckles at 108 years old.
Wow.
When I interviewed him. Mine was very, very sharp, had long-term, short-term memory. Mr. Buckles was born in February 1901 before the Wright brothers had flown a plane, to put this in perspective.
Wow.
So when I interviewed him in 2009, just think of the things that he's seen, Rick. I mean, cell phones, computers, airplanes, televisions. It was amazing, but, you know, he still felt that he was relevant in life. Sometimes people, when their generations start passing away, their contemporaries, sometimes they think, well, time has passed me by, but it never seemed to be the case for him. So he told me he wanted to live to be 120, and Mr. Buckles lived to be 110, but he got pneumonia. And but up until then, I mean, he was still active. He drove the family tractor. He and his daughter, Susanna, were running a 330-acre farm. He drove the family tractor till he was 103, 104. And he said he could still do it, but Susanna was behind him, his daughter, going, that's some things he can do, but that he can't. He doesn't need to be doing anymore behind the wheels of a tractor. So that was a great ad for me. But interviewed some women as well. There was a lady who I interviewed and this was a really neat story for me, who had been captured in the Philippines. So we're kind of familiar with the Bataan Death March of the men from Harrisburg.
Right.
Well, she was a nurse that had gone to the Philippines for a tour of duty, and she was trapped there. Some of the ladies were able to get out before the Japanese took over the area. Some got out by sub with General MacArthur. Some got out by plane. Some got out by boat. But she was trapped. And I think Miss Manning told me she had encountered something like 10 different diseases. So she was a nurse taking care of civilians in a place called Santo Tomas, which had been a Dominican university that had been converted into a camp for civilians. And she said she had dysentery, malaria, dengue fever, I forget what else she said. She had cholera maybe or something else, and malaria, just all kinds of things. So when I finally was able to connect with her, she was 95 years old. There were two other nurses of that group of 77 that were still living at the time. And one was in Owensboro. She was in a hospital, and she had lost her sight and some other things. And her nephew said, I don't think she'll be able to really do an interview. And one lady I had met in Chicago that had written her own book. But so she and I exchanged letters. In fact, she was the only one of that group that I didn't interview.
Directly.
I actually went to her residence.
Yeah.
So we did it over the phone, and she wrote me some letters and everything. And she passed away before I had finished my book. But so I was at a book fair in Nashville, Tennessee, and things were kind of slowing down. I was thinking about leaving early, and then I just kind of had this unction to just sit tight for a while, hang around. And so I was talking to a gentleman from Chicago whose wife was a poet laureate, and this lady comes up to the display table, and she picks up one of the books, and she's just kind of talking to herself. She's talking aloud, so she picks up the book, and she says, World War II. She said, my mother-in-law was in World War II, and I kind of heard it out of the side of my ear and thought, well, almost everybody has a connection to World War II. And she said, and she was a nurse, and again, a lot of nurses in World War II. And then she said this, Rick, and she said, and her nickname was, they called her Millie. And when she said that, I never heard another word this guy said. So the lady that I had interviewed was her mother-in-law. So get this, I live in Harrisburg. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee at this book fair. This lady lives in New Jersey. She comes over to the table and just coincidentally, in air quotes, talks about her mother-in-law, who happens to be the lady that I interviewed. So I had a display picture, and I said, this lady is your mother-in-law. And it was like the blood drained out of her face. She said, oh, my God, I got to go get my husband.
Yeah.
So she tried to call him on the cell phone, couldn't get him. She said some ugly words. She said, I'll be back. She goes and gets her husband, brings him back over. He did not know that I had interviewed his mother.
Oh, wow.
So they lived in New Jersey, finds out she's a writer. And she said, I was here and I was going to leave early, but I just had a feeling I need to just stick around for a while. So how does that happen? Right?
It's a small world sometimes, how things connect.
Right. So I took a picture on the Facebook page. One of them was holding the book, and then the other one was holding a portrait of their parent, and I thought that was really cool. It made it all worthwhile for me. So
very interesting. Where can they find your book or books?
Tribute to Valor and Courage Revisited is actually, and I don't know if I could hold that up so they could see that or not.
Here, let me.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to get that orientation.
Let's see if I get this straight here.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can find it on Amazon.
Okay.
and the price is I think $14.95. I tried not
Very
to make
reasonable.
it too expensive,
Yeah.
because I wanted to get it in the hands of people. It's just all about maintaining a legacy.
Sure.
We're losing a lot of these folks, a very, very humble generation, and they won't say much about themselves.
Yeah.
I've found that through my interviews. It's almost you have to pull it out of them a lot of times. It's almost painful for them.
Yeah.
And I just tell them, look, you're not bragging. History applauds you, and you're my hero if you're nobody else's. But of course, they're heroes of generations now.
My dad was in the Korean War in the Army, and he would never talk about it. Never. He had pictures. I still got the pictures. He's passed, but I've got the pictures, and there's some pretty graphic things. And I feel like, Rick, that he was a type person. He was so giving, so meek. I think it really bothered him to have to kill other human beings. And, it's either you or them. And but I think that's the real reason he would never talk about his experiences over there. And I've always heard, too, that, and you can testify to this, nobody knows what a veteran's been through except another veteran.
Exactly.
I can't tell you.
Especially if you've seen some trauma. I did see
At
some
Gulf
in the
War,
Middle
and I'm
East.
sure, you've seen some horrible things.
Not nearly as bad as them, but it is that case. I've encountered some people. Sometimes I'd see a man and he might have a World War II cap on. I'd introduce myself and ask if they share their story, and they say, "No, son, I don't talk about it." I respect that. Sometimes you lock that door, you throw the key away, and you never open it
Right.
again.
Yeah,
just
you don't
because
wanna
of
go
trauma
back.
associated
Yes.
with it.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I was sharing with you earlier. I had a friend that'll be in my one of my picture books coming up. That he was on the USS Indianapolis, and the USS Indianapolis was a ship that was had taken parts for the atomic bomb to Tinian in the Pacific, and on the way back they were hit by a Japanese torpedo, and the ship sank. And I think there were 1,200 or so odd people, and I think 300 or so survived. And if you've ever seen the movie Jaws, where the skipper has this faraway look, 1,000-mile stare, and he's talking about sharks and sort of devouring people, for lack of a better choice of words, in the ocean, that's based on that actual scene. So there's, that's based on real life. And he was in the water when that actually happened, Mr. Harrell. And but he was one of the survivors, and just recently passed away. I want to say maybe 2 years now. He was the last of the surviving Marines on there. He was 96 at the time. I think there were 3 left, but now there's one survivor, and he lives out in California. He's the last survivor, and he's 98 years old. And I'd like to get in contact with him. They usually have in June, they usually have a reunion every year in Indianapolis, but I don't know if he'll come at this point. But, really, really traumatic thing. But, again, like you were saying, he's one of the most humble men, a devout Christian. And he shared his story with people that would listen, but always talked about Christ.
Very good. Rick Lee, tell everybody again, Saturday, with all the veterans and then anybody interested in history and military to please come out.
Yes, so it'll be, again, Saturday at 2 o'clock at the Mercer County Research Center, right adjacent to the library. I think it's 2 to 5. So come on out, and I'll be sharing some stories and then doing a signing afterwards.
Very good. Rick Lee, thank you. Come back again with
Sure
a lot
will.
of neat history.
Hey, thanks, Rick.
All right, thank you. It is 9:31 and a half. We're going to be checking in with our Lieutenant Governor right after these.
I'm tired of working on my old worn-out farm equipment.
Hey, have you been over to County Equipment yet?
No, where's that at?
They're the guys over at Exit 48 off the Bluegrass Parkway.
Well, I can't afford to buy new equipment.
They got the biggest selection of used equipment I've seen anywhere.
Stop by County Equipment and check out their large selection of no-till seed drill, hay equipment, manure spreaders, and three-point attachment. Give them a call at 502-839-7373. CountyEquipment.com.
Now open, it's the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg on North College, featuring wall-to-wall savings on carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, and stone. The pros at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet will take the time to show you how to care for and how to maintain your new flooring that'll make it last for years to come. Discover all the benefits you'll receive by shopping at the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, Saturday 10 to 2. The new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, 540 North College Street, next to Timmy's 5 Point. They'll floor you with savings.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Big Deals Online Store. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big discounts. Save 20 to 30 to 50% every day at hometownlive.net.
We're going to see a slight chance of showers between 8 and 2. Sunny, high of 70 for tonight. Chance of showers after 8, mostly clear with a low of 51. Tomorrow, we're going to have a chance of showers, mainly after 2, mostly sunny, high of 74. Wind gust to 21. Then on Thursday, we got a chance of showers and thunderstorms and showers. Likely possible thunderstorm. That's Thursday night after 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low of 58. And a wind gust to 25. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Then we will have on Friday showers and a possible thunderstorm. High of 68. Wind gust to 24. New rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 of an inch possible. Right now we have sunny skies, 47 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:33. My guest is our Lieutenant Governor, Jacqueline Coleman. Good morning, Lieutenant Governor.
Good morning, Rick. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for coming back on. And first off, let's please take off your Lieutenant Governor's hat and let's talk about Jacqueline Coleman. How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I actually feel I'm doing really well. I always say I'm doing better than I deserve. I have one more procedure at the end of the month, and then if everything goes well, should be able to close this chapter and move right on. So I am ready for that.
Good deal. And then I would be remiss if I didn't ask about Miss Evelyn and how she is doing.
Well, she is now 4, and so still ruling the roost, as you might imagine.
Yeah.
But she's doing really well, and she's a lot of fun. She's a really funny kid, so that's always good to go home to.
Very good. Okay, you can slip the Lieutenant Governor's cap back on now, so we'll get official here now. Lieutenant Governor, do you want to talk about House Bill 2, the bill going through legislature to amend Constitution to mandate school choice? And I know this, this is, I'm sure, close to your heart of being a teacher and a coach and all. So tell us your thoughts on that, if you would.
Absolutely. So for those folks who may not know, House Bill 2 has been filed this session, and it is a constitutional amendment that would strike 7 sections of the Kentucky Constitution in order to be able to siphon off state tax dollars into private schools that are unaccountable to the taxpayers. And, this is, to me, another situation where, we are struggling to make ends meet in public education and have been for a long time. So to think that public education has been woefully underfunded for so long, and now we could possibly be on the hook for funding private school education that shows no return to the state, is a huge, I think, moral challenge, but it's also going to be a huge economic challenge for us moving forward.
Wow. And that's, sometimes it's interesting the way things are spun to try to look at another point. But I think you have to look at both sides and be able to hear, exactly what is the bills are involved with. And sometimes bills get stuffed with other things trying to pass through real quick because, the legislators are trying to get through and get as much accomplished as possible. But I think we need sometimes to take our time, sit back, take a breath, and see what exactly this, this could come out and really affect all of us in the future.
It absolutely will. I mean, if you went to a public school, if you have kids in a public school, if you know someone who teaches there, this will forever change those circumstances, and there's no going back. I also think about, in addition to how bad this bill is, there's also some dishonest tactics going on that are a little reminiscent of the sewer bill that we fought not too long ago. Yesterday, there was a last-minute special called committee for the bill that, by the way, would be a constitutional amendment that would strike 7 sections of the Constitution. And it was called at a time of day where almost no one could make it. None of the stakeholders could be there to share their thoughts and opinions on the bill. And I'm afraid it's going to be called for a vote as early as today. And so I'm going to urge everyone that I know to contact their legislators and ask them to vote no on House Bill 2. And, let me just tell you this. If you think about geographically the Commonwealth of Kentucky, the vast number of our private schools are concentrated in the big cities, so Lexington and Louisville. So what this means is, if we are now giving school vouchers for public school students to go to private schools, that means that money from Mercer County High School, from Bergen Independent, from Weld County High School, from Danville Independent, that could be redirected into another county, into maybe even Lexington, into private schools. And so we are furthering the stranglehold on our rural communities. This could be, I cannot overstate how completely devastating this could be to all of the kids in our public schools right now, which is 90% of the kids in Kentucky.
Wow. And, you just brought it right here to home, and you talked about Bergen and Mercer and Boyle and Danville, how this could take money right out of our own schools and ship it to another county and another city.
Absolutely. And, it just, again, could be financially devastating to all of our schools. It will be. But it's also, again, just absolutely going to break our rural communities, places that are already struggling. But the last thing we need is more tax dollars going from, places like Mercer County to Lexington and Louisville. I mean, every dime that we can get from our public schools is an investment in those kids in our communities. It needs to stay there.
Lieutenant Governor, what can the average person do to make their voice heard, to let the elected officials know that this is not what they want?
Yeah, so I would encourage everyone to reach out to their state representative and their state senator and make sure that their voice is heard on this issue. This is, again, something that's going to affect every single person in that community. And if they care about the future workforce, if they care about the future entrepreneurs and small business owners that are in our schools right now, and the future of their community, then they need to make a phone call to their legislators and ask them that they vote no on House Bill 2, because the effects of it will be devastating for public education and for rural communities.
But we sure don't need that. They've got a tough enough time right now trying to make sure that that our kids are well educated, that we can keep our teachers from leaving either the school districts or even completely, if the better teachers, leaving teaching altogether.
Yes, and it takes nothing more than a quick Google search to see the way that school vouchers have been touted in other states, and they have been complete failures. Even Texas backed off of it. All of the rural Republican legislators in Texas realized what it meant for their schools, and they voted it down. But it's been implemented in places like Arizona and Tennessee and the Carolinas, and it has been an abject failure at the cost of, again, the kids in our rural communities. And so what you'll hear people call this is a school choice bill, and the reality is it is not choice for parents. It is private institution who they admit and who they turn away. So even if you get access to a school voucher, the private schools could turn you away and not allow you to enter their doors because they have the ability as a private institution to discriminate. And so I don't want my tax dollars going to a place that can turn kids away personally.
No.
And I don't think anybody does.
No, that's not a good idea.
So it's been framed in a way that sounds like it's parental choice. Parents have choice. You can send your kids to any school you want, any public school you want to in Kentucky because we have open borders. What we don't want is for school vouchers to move public school dollars into unaccountable private schools, and that's the bottom line of House Bill 2.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you brought that up and kind of shared that with us. Let's switch gears if we could, Lieutenant Governor. House Bill 317. I know Eddie Montgomery from Bull County was up in Frankfurt last week testifying and talking about AI. And, you know, we're all affected by that, too. I mean, here at the radio station, we get so many calls, spam calls. And to me, one of the most serious things is a lot of times I've gotten calls from Ephraim McDowell, picked it up, bloop, and it's spam people. To me, that should be illegal. They should not be able to misrepresent and people's names. We get calls from people's names, and I say, "Is this Sally Ride?" And then they're real quiet, and I said, "That's what it says here in the phone," and they end up hanging up.
Yeah, that obviously we're on the precipice of this new technology that just like any other kind of technology, if it's used for good things can happen, and if it's used for bad things will happen, right?
Yeah.
And so being really responsible and moving forward, and again making sure that people are protected, their safety, their personal information and image is protected against people that are preying on folks like this. I mean, it's kind of like we finally got through getting telemarketers to quit harassing people on the phone, and now this.
Yeah.
And so it's just it's going to take a lot of diligence and a lot of I think being very nimble in adjusting to the changing technologies that we're seeing.
Well, and speaking of changing, we need to change right now into our we need to sell a few ads here. So if you can stand by, we got to pay some bills, Lieutenant Governor. So if you can hang on just a few minutes, and then we'll come back and share some more with you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Rick.
Great. Thank you. Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman, you're getting her on WHBN AM and FM. We're coming up at 9:45.
If you want to make the most of your vacation, there's no better place than the Bluegrass State. Kentucky's 44 state parks offer abundant places to play and diverse accommodations to stay. Take a hike, float your boat, or bike the trails. Pitch a tent under the stars or settle into a lakefront lodge. Tee up for 18 holes. Then enjoy a signature meal. Plan your trip at parks.ky.gov.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries.
Say what?
A steak and shake burger and fries.
Say where?
Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Say who?
Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake, burger, and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg behind Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great at Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Hello, it's Congressman Andy Barr here. President Biden recently delivered his State of the Union address to Congress, and he did not take responsibility for the illegal immigration disaster at our southern border. According to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, the Biden administration's policies have allowed over 8.5 million encounters nationwide, including over 7 million at the southern border and 1.8 million known gotaways since January of 2021, more than ever before in American history. For the sake of our national security, the Biden administration must implement House Republicans' border reforms outlined in H.R. 2, the Secure the Border Act, which we passed last year, and includes provisions such as strengthening our southern border with new technologies, increasing the number of Border Patrol agents, and providing bonus pay, restarting construction of the border wall, ending catch and release, and requiring transparency from the Department of Homeland Security. Congress must focus on common sense, comprehensive, and compassionate reforms to our broken border policies. I will keep fighting to make Central Kentucky communities safer. Learn more at www.bar.house.gov. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Last place feeling in life is no place to be. Ready for a new way of living? The Isaiah House will put you first. Long-term and short-term residential treatment, outpatient treatment, medication-assisted treatment, transitional living, and job skills training. Isaiah House has the programs to the path of help, hope, and healing. End the hurting. Take the first step toward a happier, healthier you. Call the Isaiah House anytime, 24 hours a day.
It is 9:48. You're getting it on WHBN AM and FM, and we're getting our Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman. Now, you lately, or I guess it was last Saturday, you were at the Women's Leadership Conference over at the Norton Center for the Arts, Wisiger Theater. Tell us about what that was all about, Lieutenant Governor.
I was, and I had a great time. It's always great to come home. I feel like Center College is a place that gave me so much, and has it plays a huge part in where I am today. So I got to come back and kick off their Women's Leadership Conference to a crowd of amazing women who were there, and they had a great conference with some really dynamic speakers, and they talked about some really important issues that women face as they rise through the ranks, and maybe some things that they need to think about once they get to where they're going about helping the next generation of Kentucky women. And so it was an honor to be there. It's a great program, and I'm so glad that Center College is making this an annual event.
Very good. Now, I guess the day before, it looks like, boy, you talk about moving around. You were speaking at the Jean Saberwall, and I hope I pronounced that correct, award luncheon.
You did.
Tell us what that was.
Yeah, so that was in Lexington. They keep me moving, Rick,
Yeah, they
I'm on
do.
the move all the time. But I got to join the Jean Saberwall Award Luncheon and honor Darlene Thomas, who runs Greenhouse 17. Greenhouse 17 is a domestic violence shelter that services 17 counties, and it includes Mercer and Boyle. Darlene has dedicated her life to serving women and children and helping them escape dangerous situations and escape domestic violence. I mean, she is truly one of the pillars of the community, and somebody who deserves this award as much as anybody else. And the cool thing was Jean Saberwall, who the award is named after, attended as well. And so I got to thank Jean for her leadership in doing the kind of work laying the groundwork for somebody like Darlene to come around and take the torch and continue moving forward. It was a really cool generational moment, and a way to celebrate these women who are really putting women and children first and protecting them at all costs.
It reminds me of bullying, too, that things that go on, you don't think, it doesn't happen around here. It can happen anywhere, Lieutenant Governor.
People want to think that domestic violence is something that happens somewhere else. I can promise you it is right in your backyard. The number of women who suffer abuse and are looking for a way out is far higher than any of us want to think about. But making sure that we focus our efforts on this kind of support is critically important. The number of community partners, medical professionals, nonprofit corporations that have come together in this work is the reason that we've made so much progress in Kentucky.
And we're so fortunate to have places like the Isaiah House and other treatment places to help those that they get hooked on drugs, they get messed up with stuff, and sometimes the decisions they make, their minds are altered because of the drugs and different things that are in their systems. And it's so important that we have these support groups out there to help those and hopefully get a lot of the people off these nasty drugs.
Yes, no two circumstances are the same, and you're right. Some of these situations involve substance abuse, and so when it comes to making sure families are safe, certainly we want to make sure that we're working to combat addiction in Kentucky. And I'm really proud of our administration since Andy has been governor. We've doubled the number of treatment beds in the state of Kentucky. And so making sure that we have a safe place for addicts as well as a safe place for families to go is really important in moving us forward as well. But you hit the nail on the head with that one.
And we got to have, we want to rehabilitate them and get them back into life. And that's what these are about. It's not just about throwing them in jail and, doing it that way. But, and then the nice thing that we have a lot of these places that will even help after they get them rehabilitated, help them get jobs again, which is so important for them to feel like an important part of society again.
Absolutely. I mean, you think about the dignity that a job gives you, that the way that a career gives you purpose. And so when folks get out, for so long, I think we thought about that as like the finish line. And really, it's the starting point, making sure that folks can re-enter their community and be productive citizens, to have the purpose of a job, to be able to have that support to get them through the rough days. Because once they get out of rehab, the addiction doesn't go away. It's a disease they're going to battle for the rest of their lives, and so we've got to make sure that we're there for them every step of the way.
The governor and First Lady Brittany Bashir and you celebrated Read Across America Week. How important is that for our kids to keep on reading?
Yes, I look forward to Read Across America Week every week. It's especially big in our elementary schools. And so the First Lady and myself and the governor all participate. We read kids' books in different classrooms. We even make videos that we can share with schools that want them. And it's important not just for childhood literacy, but for family literacy, right? So not just to make sure that we are reading a book to a kid, but that we're reading with kids, that families, that adults, that caregivers are showing our kids and the kids in our communities how important lifelong learning is, and that literacy is a part of your life from beginning to end. And so it really is a community effort, and I got to give credit to our schools for always making sure that this is a priority, because it truly is life-changing for so many kids.
And it's hard because our kids now have so many more distractions, Lieutenant Governor, than we had with computers, with cell phones, and a lot of. I remember we used to have to write like reports by hand and go look through an encyclopedia. Now they can just print stuff off. It just doesn't seem like it's the same.
You're dating yourself, Rick.
Yeah, I know it. I'm old. I admit it.
You're right. We do battle some technology issues as well. There are ways that you could incorporate that into Read Across America and literacy and childhood literacy as well. So it's about using the tools at your disposal, but making sure that we stay focused on reading and reading comprehension and helping our kids to build that foundation for their educational journey.
And you had a little award here, USA Today's Kentucky's Woman of the Year nominee, I understand. Little birdie told me.
Yes, I still can't believe that. But I was so honored. USA Today chose me as Kentucky's nominee. There's one from every state. And they chose me to be this year's Woman of the Year. And I just am so grateful and a little taken aback by it, to be honest. But it was for the work that I do to support education and to support kids and families in Kentucky. And so for that, I'm very honored.
And I know this one probably is near and dear to your heart as well, is we congratulate the Anderson County girls, they're in the Sweet 16, as well as the Danville Christian Academy girls. They're in the big dance as well.
That is so amazing. I love every year hearing the stories of the teams that make it. I was fortunate enough I got to coach in the Sweet 16 one year, and there's really nothing like it. It's what every team wants to accomplish. It's where every team wants to end up at the end of the year. And so I know those girls, those teams are so excited. They've got a lot to look forward to. And I'm actually going to be there. I'm going to be a part of the Sweet 16 this year. I try to go every year and support all the players and teams. And so best of luck, Anderson County and Danville Christian. I hope you go far.
Oh, that's just, it's amazing. I tell you how far Danville Christian has come in a short period of time to be as competitive sports-wise as they are.
That's right. It takes a special group, and basketball and the skills that you learn there are part of it, but it takes a really special group of people to make it happen. So know that every team you watch in the state tournament is very special.
It is. It's a great time to I could just remember the excitement when you do have local teams in it. It's amazing because it's, you've only 16, one of 16 teams across the whole state to make it to this point.
We have 171 school districts in Kentucky.
Wow.
And you get to be one of 16. That's pretty amazing. It's the biggest stage in Kentucky high school basketball, and so I look forward to it every year myself. And I know these teams and these families will too this year.
Well, that really puts it in perspective when numbers are entered into it.
Yeah.
Well, Lieutenant Governor, is there anything else on your mind that we haven't covered, or anything else that you wanted to say?
I don't think so. I think we've covered a lot of bases this morning, but it's always great to be on with you, Rick, and I love being able to share with you, especially about education bills like House Bill 2 that could be devastating to our communities if it passes. And so let me remind everybody, call your legislators, House and Senate, ask them to vote against House Bill 2. Otherwise, it's going to really cost your public schools and your communities.
All right, very good. Well, Lieutenant Governor, as always, we appreciate your time. We got a lot of better things to do, more important things to do sometimes than talk here, but I think a lot of people enjoy hearing it. As I always say with our coaches, from the horse's mouths. So you get it first. You can't misrepresent what you said. It's right here on radio. So other forms of media can. Hey, thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Hey, we look forward to talking again next month.
All right. Thanks, Rick.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. That's a Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman. I see my time is up. Thank you very much for your time. God bless our troops. God bless our America. God bless you. God bless those hurting and suffering. God bless those from Ukraine and Israel. May the most you want be the least you get. This is Radio Rick. I'll be back with you again tomorrow morning at 6. Hope you can join me then. You know who's coming up after the news is? What's happening, Goldie? Yeah, she's going to be talking to us. And then Ashley Blake will be in the air chair. Get out and enjoy the day the Lord has given us, and be careful out there. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
This is WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, broadcasting on AM 1420 and now FM 99.5. Now